Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of the 2021 World Snooker Championship Final between Mark Selby and Shaun Murphy. And you're probably wondering, what's the score, Jamie, if you've just come back from work? Well, if you have come back from work, joke's on you, because it was bank holiday today. Because you probably went to your office and went, why is no one here? Am I the only one who's a teacher's pet today? Well, yes. I hope you get overtime. I hope your boss will
work on a bank holiday, Jamie. Those shops are open as well. There are things that are open. Be a bit respectful.
Well, I'm just saying there could be one person who was so up for work and realised the one day he forgot that this was the May of the World Snooker Final. This is why we have this day off, everyone, because of the snooker, the biggest fixture on the snooker calendar. So anyway, thanks for joining us, folks. I'm with Seb True, who did the night shift last night, and Seb True said to me he hasn't slept because of Mark Selby.
Haunted me. That dragged out. It just seemed so tedious from him. About the side, been playing really well, except the last 2 or 3 yesterday were long ones.
Yeah, they did feel long. Just falling asleep watching them, I thought.
It was really interesting before that. I mean, bit of cat and mouse between them, going quite offensive, both of them. But I thought it was actually decent until the last 3 frames yesterday. So yeah, there.
Of course, Mark Selby is 4 frames away, folks, from winning the World Championship. He got that last frame in the afternoon session, which to me felt like it was one that Shaun Murphy had to get to make this final, well, only be 1 frame between the two. But it's funny how you can have the opposite result at the end of that session and then realise Selby's 3 ahead instead of being 1 ahead, which just shows how important each frame win is in a way when it comes to the World Snooker Championship or in any normal snooker tournament. But Seb, I mean, I think we both know, of course, Mark Selby will be the favourite, but you just feel as though with Shaun Murphy, he has played well. He hasn't done too badly, but every time he's been actually sailing, he's just had 1 or 2 hiccups, and then thankfully for Mark Selby, the balls have been in his court.
Yeah, and I saw a few today, and I think, what was it? Just that little miss near the end for Murphy, and he lost the frame. The black miss.
The black.
It's painful. It's so painful.
I don't think Selby even liked that either. I think he felt really bad.
But it's just been, for both, if they've lost the frame, it's been just fine margins.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. I don't think Murphy can come back now. I think it's all Selby.
It's all Selby. So Seb's already put in his prediction for this evening. I have to agree with him. But of course, how long will this session be? Sometimes we've had a few finals in the past where the evening session feels like the Tour de France final stage, where you kind of already know who's going to win. And, Mark Selby's there with the yellow jersey just saying, I'm the one over here. I'll come and get my champagne from Team Sky. The best cycling team in the world, even though it's Ineos these days. There are companies available. Anyway, I will shut up. Not because Seb will be doing that maybe in the summer, but anyway.
Don't make any promises.
I am making a promise to the people. This is how we get our election results our way.
There's no such thing as Team Sky, just to be perfectly.
They're gone now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gone. It's not the same name. So you say Team Sky. Slanderous.
It'll be a Team BT Sport next. Anyway, do get in touch, folks, on the live chat page. There's a lot of you sending us messages already. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. And who do you think will win the World Championship? Can Murphy stop Selby? Because if so, we could be in for one hell of a night. If so.
A long night.
A long night. Which I don't know if I can put up with another long night, to be honest. Not when it's Selby playing. If it's quality snooker, then maybe, but we'll see. He was
good in the first session of yesterday, and the second session at the beginning. He was really good snooker, but he started, as I mentioned, being very tedious and just Selby-like, reverted to sorts, and that's when it started dragging out a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Zeshan Ansari saying Selby 18, Murphy 16. Nicholas Chan Young Y saying it's in the bag for Selby already. Don't know why I quite like that. It's in the bag. Arshad Ali saying... Arshad Ali saying I think Murphy to win. Oh, go on, what was that?
Or in French, they say it's in the pocket, which is pretty much more appropriate here. In the bag.
You know what? For once, the French have got it right.
They've got their expressions right, yes.
Arshad Ali saying, I think Shaun Murphy will win. Francis Boker saying Joe Davis to win. Watching, where are you watching your match? I think you might be a few years behind.
Just like one of those WWE matches where a tag team's in and just like, oh no, he's coming Davis.
I would love that if they just tried to spice up the final and Jimmy White comes in and someone says, is Jimmy finally going to get World Championship glory?
I know, I agree with the concept, put a tag team in there.
I'm for it. I'm for it.
One where you do one every other frame or something, and then or one where you do one every other shot. Brilliant. Let's do it. Let's put a petition in.
We've got Shaun Murphy just about to walk out into the Crucible, into the little theatre where it is a full capacity for the final. This is a trial from the government, I believe, so it's great to see. It's weird to see it, though, because it was weird last weekend just watching the League Cup final with around 10,000, 20,000 fans. I can't remember, but it's crazy to see just some seats being filled again. But anyway, Selby's about to be introduced, and this could be his 4th World Championship. And if so, he would be the 5th player to only get 4 or more. So as he comes out with Kasabian on in the background, because of course he's from Leicester.
Oh, is that the relation? Okay, I didn't care enough about Kasabian to look too far into it.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm on the same boat as you, my friend. So my brother.
We've had this good discussion, but I'm not sure.
We have. Yeah. The only good thing about Kasabian is Sergio Pisano scoring a great goal at Soccer Aid, but that's the only thing I can talk about. Well, here we go then. Let's get the crowd noise in. Yep, you can hear lots of people shouting, come on, Seb. Come on, Jamie, bring us a great live watch along. So here we go then, folks. We've got Shubham saying, when will the match start? It's just about to begin. And it'll be Selby to break. And here we go then, lads. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The World Snooker Championship Final.
You said about the full capacity staging thing, or stadium arena. 26th frame. Let's just note that these snooker fans are being used as guinea pigs. They're the government's guinea pigs.
They are, aren't they?
They are a test.
But I feel like they got told that and they went, it's free snooker.
Is it free?
Nah. You never know.
Don't think it's given to them like that.
I actually got an interesting email this evening before we came on from UEFA. And it was an email to apply for tickets for the Europa League final, which is in Gdansk for Poland, which I'm happy to apply because I could do for up to 2 tickets. But I think I did a bit of Googling and found out that at the moment I'd have to quarantine for 10 days there. So I don't think that's going to work. And I think that's why you can apply, because I reckon it's quite easy to maybe get the tickets, but you have to sign up to all this crap because of COVID. So there's going to be a long shot chance here for Murphy. Now, Seb has seen some of the snooker this afternoon, and Murphy has been great at those long shots, but he's missed it this time.
He's always good at those long shots, so nothing new. And yes, some of the long pots were going in really well. When they started being missed, that's when he started losing his head. There's some points like on a black and then a particular red, and it felt like that was the defining point to get him in the lead or to get him back on track, and just missed. So it's just all about how he can come back from that. You question whether it's confidence, whether Selby's got into his mind, and it did look like it. It constantly looks like it. This is what Selby does.
Absolutely. I'm just putting the score in now for you folks. Is in the live score from the match, so it's only just refreshed for. So here it is.
Jamie working his magic with the scoreboard.
What can I say? It's actually supported by a company that's rivals to who I work for, so this doesn't look good for me.
No one needs to know.
No one needs to know. I will take the consequences, but it is the World Snooker Championship. Shoaib Ahmed Khan asking Jamie what happened to the score, but I've just put it up now, mate. Oh, whoa! Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. Michael, on what?
What's happening there?
No,
No.
surely not. No, is that? Oh, he actually. You did make me go on BBC News, you know. Blimey, that Michael One keeps saying that. Rest in peace,
I'm
Queen
confused. Yeah.
Elizabeth. He keeps saying breaking news. I tell you what, he's doing well if it's an April Fool's, even though it's May. Anyway, back with the match.
Just to look at a bit of the odds, then Selby to win is 1-9 and Murphy to win is 11-2. So he's retracting the messages now, Michael.
Oh, is he? Oh no! Oh dear! I feel like Murphy needs to do the first two frames, at least.
Oh, he definitely does. Oh yeah, he definitely does. So someone's saying 500 quid on Murphy. If you do that, you'll get 3,250 back. Not sure it's worth it. Not sure it's worth it. It's hard to imagine Selby. It's even hard for him to imagine not winning 5 if there were that many on offer. So he's going to get the 4 frames tonight, and he'll win this.
And
he always comes on strong near the end.
He does, Selby. That's the one thing I will say about Selby. It's rare to see him actually slip up a big lead. I don't think I've ever seen him really do that, apart from the Ronnie match from last year. But it's Ronnie. There's no shame in that.
Yeah, and I don't think Murphy's got the technical game to take Selby on that way.
No. Oh, Shaun Murphy! What a shot! What a shot from Shaun Murphy there. Bottom right pocket. Barry Hearn enjoyed that one.
I'm guessing it's on the red because I'm just a bit delayed.
Yes.
And again, his long parting is up there.
That's a great shot from
it's
Shaun
a good
Murphy.
shot. It's a great
And he's
shot,
done that all afternoon, in all fairness to him. He's got the green in as well. And, his snooker's a lot more attractive to watch than Selby's, let's be honest. But Selby's has proven to be the winning style so far.
Selby manages the game. Ian Greenwood saying, do you do football and other sports streams? Look for our live videos. You'll see that we do multiple sports.
Yeah, we do football, rugby, tennis, UFC, snooker, of course, F1, MotoGP, women's football. Well, I say MotoGP. I need to do it yet. Oh, and Arsenal Manic says, "Oh, what a blue! Unlucky." Yes, it was a bit unlucky. Or did he get the red? No, it's a tight angle.
Yeah,
he's actually going to give it a
too
go.
much on that. Put way too much on that.
He's got it. He did get it, but yeah, that wasn't easy.
So I don't know what break you're on now, Jamie.
I'm on. Oh, the cue ball's gone in. Oh dear! Again, he just keeps doing it, doesn't he, Seb? There's a bit of moment for him, and then it just disappears.
There was twice yesterday where he fouled the shot twice, the same shot, which you thought just these simple errors, right? And
yeah, it just feels like this only happens when Selby's in a match.
Yeah, well, that seems basic.
Yeah. I do feel like when you play against Selby, he does get into your skin, and it's funny how who'd you call it? Ronnie O'Sullivan apparently said on Eurosport that he is a torturer.
Yeah, it's a bit extreme words, right? But there's reason to it, what he's saying.
Yeah. Lossie Jones says, "Hi Jamie, hi Seb. Hello Lossie, hope you're well." Soft Tank asking how to watch live full match. There's 2 links in the description, one for Eurosport and one for BBC Sport, because they're both showing the final, so I hope that helps. But it depends which country you're in, I guess. Oh, hi, Ian. Hello.
Just gonna call out the comments we see.
Good man. I'll tell you what, you do that and I'll focus on the table. Not my table, the
watch
snooker
match.
table.
Got the link below for all those concerned. Hamza saying, "Hi, Jamie. How are you, brother?" So, how are you, Jamie?
I'm good, I'm Hamza. I'm very good. I'm good that I go back to work tomorrow. We
Bank
should have...
holiday, right?
Yeah, we should have more days like this when there's a big sporting event on. You have to have a day off, like whenever England are playing in the World Cup. Ah! Oh, Selby nearly popped the black there by accident. And he'll get away with it.
He wouldn't have messed up that big, Selby.
He never does,
Made
does
some
he?
errors in the tournament, but not that big.
No.
The only player that beats Selby is Selby himself. Interesting to see a match against Selby and Selby.
That's like when Federer's mixed... What is it? That's when Federer's kids play mixed doubles one day. Federer and Federer versus Federer and Federer. I'll pay to see that.
You say, who are you both supporting tonight from Rossi? Who are you supporting, Jamie?
To be honest, I'm more going for Murphy, but my brain is saying that that's not going to happen tonight with the way it's gone for him in this final. I presume you're going for Selby.
Maybe in my own personal interest. Or I can go to bed at a reasonable hour. Jamie, I asked this question last night, just wondering what your thoughts were. What year and player produced highest level at World Champs? And he thinks Sullivan 2008 and 2012, 13. You answered in the comments, but now...
I did. For me, it was Ronnie in 2013, mainly because, if I can remember correctly, he won the 2012 championship, but then for the next 12 months until the next one in 2013, I don't think he played in any tournament. And then he went on to win the 2013 championship like it was a piece of cake. I'm not going to say what cake, because I don't know what cake he likes, but it was just ridiculous. And it's like, that was Ronnie at his best. And he got to the World Championship Final 12 months after that in 2014, which he should have won that, but Mark Selby turned it round. And Ronnie could have won 3 years on the trot. So for me, that was my favourite period, and I'd say that's the best I've ever seen. It was absolutely crazy what I'd seen. But I do think... me and my brother had this debate at the pub last week, which was, if Ronnie had a better mindset, he probably would have won 10 World Championships by now. Because you look at Stephen Hendry and you think he was an all-round great player, and so is Ronnie, but Ronnie is such a distracted personality. Most of his interviews is always about whether or not he was up for it today. And it's sometimes like, yeah, I played all right today. And it's like, he'd thrash someone and he'd be like, I played okay. Or he'd be saying, yeah, I'm only just here for work. And it's like, oh, okay.
Or you think Ronnie just sees it as a job?
He does, but he actually says, I like my job. And you're like, well, you act like you don't. But I do think the World Snooker Championship is ridiculously hard, though, because it's 17 days non-stop. You know, it's the longest tournament. It's longer than the Olympics. And also, Ronnie normally would win a tournament that's only a week long. I don't think he's mentally up for 2 weeks of snooker anymore, anyway, compared to last year. Last year, I think, helped because there wasn't much of a crowd in.
Greg saying it, Seb, I think I found Jamie as Murphy's long-lost twin.
Yeah, he told me this earlier.
And I think I've gone for the Selby quiff, haven't I?
You have a bit, haven't you? So that's why he's going with Selby. I bloody knew it. I'm surprised he hasn't been wearing a Leicester shirt yet.
No.
I did have a picture with Mark Selby 5 years ago. He didn't seem too fussed.
You've met him?
Yeah, he seems all right. Yeah. It was only a brief moment.
Saf saying, want to see 147 from Selby. Doubt.
Hey, good luck.
Doubt. Dusan saying hello. Hello, Dusan. Where's that name from?
That looks Serbian, doesn't it?
Don't want to make assumptions, that's the thing.
Where you from, Dusan? Burn that picture.
Burn what picture?
Burn that picture. Soft Tank asking how to watch. Links in the description, folks. Eurosport, BBC, and our donation page, which is to our PayPal account. So if you do want to support the channel, any donation will do. Raskan Khan saying hello. Hello, Rasik.
Hello, Rask. Cell 147.
I think he's only ever done four in his. I think he's only done four in his career.
Not,
you know,
not a great amount. He's not gonna do one tonight, I don't think.
no, it's not. It's not his style. His style is to do 147 in 147 hours, maybe. But
that's just what Johnson said. So we can produce a 147-minute frame.
It's just weird, isn't it? How Selby just isn't warmed to so many.
Oh, it's understandable. He doesn't play the most interesting way possible, is he? He doesn't take risks.
No.
Lossie's saying, where am I from? I'm English like Jamie, but I'm in Switzerland at the moment. I looked up as if I was thinking about that, like as if I didn't. Yep. I'm British like Jamie. That's where I know you from.
Yeah, we met at a school in Malpas in Cheshire. Lossie Jones saying, I'm from Abergavenny. Yes, I remember you saying, actually, Lossie Jones.
Yeah, I know that place.
Not far from me, really. Shaun again. Hello. Gets a red, long red again. He's so good at that.
Well, Selby didn't make it all that safe, did he? So.
No, he didn't. And he should know.
He tried going for a long red and then messed up a bit. Wasn't too much safety on it, and you can't give Shaun Murphy those chances, right?
And he should know by now, shouldn't he, what Murphy's capable of, especially with the fact that they've played so many frames.
Mm-hmm. And I think if Selby waits a bit longer, what he's probably been relying on is, for instance, yesterday it was nearly an hour since Murphy hadn't potted the ball, so that's when Selby started taking those chances. But Murphy got a red like that not too long ago, so he shouldn't have relied too heavily on Murphy to miss there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the frame is far from over, of course, but Murphy's got himself in a decent position.
Big frame this is. And I think Murphy knew, really, didn't he, ahead of this session, that if there's any hope, he's got to take it straight away.
He's got to take the first one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I still think there's not too much hope, because even if he takes the next one, it's 14-12. It's still two frame deficit. But he's got off to a decent start here.
He's on a break of 16 on 27 now. I think Selby's on 4 because of the foul that was played by Murphy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Selby hasn't scored any points yet from himself, but he'll have a chance maybe
in this frame.
He's got that red. No problem with that rest. He's lined up with the black. Still plenty of reds left on the table. And the Crucible crowd, I'm sure if they did pay quite a bit of money for those seats tonight, they'd love to see at least maybe more than 4 frames, because that's how many Selby needs. Oh, he's missed the pink. He's done it again, but when you watch this though, Seb, it's such a... I mean, it's always hard to pot these, but it's an easy one, yeah. That sums up his performance to me.
I think Johnson's saying, I think even a 1 minute shot clock, even at Worlds, is more than reasonable, with each player having timeouts allocated, maybe 3 a session. It's a fair rule. Mike's saying, no, he's missed the pink. Yeah, that's what we're saying. He's missed the pink, yeah.
I think, Mike really wants Murphy to win. He told me this earlier. But I think... Well, the 1 minute clock, what is it that they have in the snooker? There's that snooker tournament that they have in Coventry. I think it's the shootout. I might be wrong, but I think the shootout is where they've made it shorter. So that is quick snooker. I might be wrong. I've never really watched it, but I've seen some sort of snooker tournament that had a timer on it. But I can't remember. It's been a while. I'll be honest. When it comes to the snooker season, it's normally the three majors that I watch because they're all on BBC.
Without any clocks on.
And don't have any clocks on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, all three of those majors are on BBC, while the Welsh Open's on BBC Wales normally. Lofty Jones asking, when are you doing more Women's Super League, Jamie? Possibly Wednesday night as Chelsea play Tottenham. 5:30 kickoff, that is. So I reckon it'll be then, because Chelsea are very close to winning the Women's Super League, and they're also going to be in the final of the Champions League on the 16th of May. So we'll be doing that live, so do join me for that as well. We've also got Champions League tomorrow night with Luke, and then myself and Jack are doing Chelsea on Wednesday night as well. Go on, Seb.
Johnson's saying they've got 10 or 15 seconds. That's unreasonable for Worlds, which I agree with. For a World Championship, you can't have 10 to 15 seconds. A minute, I even think a minute and a half. I wouldn't go so far as a minute.
So when he's saying 10 to 15 seconds, I presume he's on about the shootout.
15.
I guess so, yeah.
Because that must, that's crazy. Like, you can't think at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But at least there's some sort of tournament on the calendar that has that. You know, it must certainly make... I mean, for players like Selby, he must get knocked out in the first round for each one.
I'm not sure he would get knocked out in the first round. One would have to really inform me on that. I don't think... If you put him under that pressure, he's probably not as effective, but
20.
I still think he'd be a very competent snooker player.
Let me have a look at the snooker shootout.
But now that pink has proved costly, and Selby's starting to get a bit of a break on it now.
21.
I think the Reds are spread out okay.
Here we go.
I'm not sure I get an excessively high break.
There is
finish off the frame in this.
Here's the format of the snooker shootout. There is a shot clock. For the first 5 minutes of the match, players have 15 seconds per shot. But for the last 5 minutes, this is reduced to 10 seconds. Prior to 2013, the shot clock was set at 20 seconds per shot for the first 5 minutes and 15 seconds for the 5 minutes.
26.
Failure to strike the cue ball within the time allowed results in a minimum 5 points penalty or the value of the ball on, whichever is greater. Prior to 2018, it was always a 5 points penalty. In 2021, normal rules regarding foul points are used. Interesting.
So, Shahid saying Jamie and Seb favourite snooker players. I know who yours is, but I'm just going to go for a different one, which is Trump, which I only saw not too long ago, and I thought he was entertaining seeing him play.
34.
He's won me over. He has.
Yeah.
He's won me over recently.
I just seen the times I've seen him play, it was just so confident
35.
and brilliant. So I'm a big fan of Trump, yeah, but just to avoid saying the same response as Jamie, which I think he's going to say.
It's either Ken Doherty or Ronnie O'Sullivan. The reason why I love Ken Doherty is because he dresses very well as a pundit, and if you actually go on his Instagram account, all he ever does is post what socks he's wearing, and he has a fantastic collection. He's even got football themed socks, so like the USA '94 shirt they made into a sock, or the Ireland shirt into a sock. It's great. Lossie Jones asking me, what was that about Chester? How far am I from Chester? I am about half an hour away. If that helps. Ashir Kumar Jan saying ping me when it's live. It is live. People asking for a link to live description, folks. Check the description. There's 2 live links there and a donation page. Richard Matanda going with the sock theme, saying it's time Murphy should pull his socks. Depends what kind of socks he's got on.
50.
Yeah, 47 to 28 now, and Selby on the black. Relatively easy shot.
Oh,
51.
Again, Shaun Murphy seeing another frame slip away. And I think really a
I
4-frame
don't
lead. You can't see this slipping up now.
No, but there's still enough on the table for him. It's just that if he gets this red, he goes. Oh, doesn't he? Oh, he does. I thought it was going to hang over the pocket
58.
there.
He nearly didn't get it.
Bounced twice off that the inside that pocket. So yeah, it's basically over now, isn't it?
59.
If he gets this black, the red will go in one way or another.
Well, he's got the black
Selby
again.
Set himself up well there.
In a way, this is kind of why I did a stream this afternoon, because I had a feeling that it could be short tonight. Again, early days. He still needs to win 3 more after this one, but
Yeah, but I trust he'll do that. Well, not 3 in succession, unless Murphy really gives it up. Does Sensei I'm from Montenegro? So okay, so it's not
66
Serbian.
over
Don't confuse it.
the neighbours and
Ex-Yugoslavia, but not Serbia.
of course Serbia and Montenegro split up in 2006. I remember.
What? No,
Serbia.
Montenegro became a country officially in, I think, was it? Well, I'm guessing the 90s because it was when the fall of the Yugoslavia. So, it's Selby's. He's won it. Because I was looking up Montenegro. Oh no, it was 2006. You're right. Sorry, I completely missed that. I was just assuming when the Yugoslavia was dissolved that Montenegro became a country.
So yes, Selby now 3 frames away. He leads 15-11, and that's our first frame done this evening. But it's just been the same. I think for anyone who's not watched any of the final until this frame tonight, Seb, it's kind of given us a summary of what's really been happening since it all started yesterday afternoon. You know, Murphy getting long shots, being the entertainer in terms of playing some great snooker, but then sadly just too short, and then it's ended up giving Selby the chances to clear up.
I didn't think that Murphy gave too much to Selby. Maybe his safety's a bit poor, but afterwards,
Thank you, the 27th
that frame there,
Shaun Murphy
he gave to Selby. Because that pinky should have got in. The fact that he missed that. It's fine margins again, and Selby will punish you. If you open a table for Selby, then he can prove that he's a really good snooker player. And 15-11, it's too much of a deficit now for Murphy to catch up.
It does, yeah. Against Selby, who's won this title 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
and let's not forget Selby has been in 4 finals and has won 3 of them. So if he wins this, it's not bad appearances. 4 wins out of 5 in a final at the Crucible. Plus, at least he could say he's won it compared to Jimmy White, who was in 6 finals.
Yeah,
Bless
okay.
him.
Then, even out of 9 frames left, for Selby to not win a third of the frames, you're asking a lot. And I think Murphy might not be up to it.
Yeah.
Can you play snooker? I can play a
can't.
bit. Yeah, I can play a bit. I'm not a competent player, but I can play a bit. I can get a decent break sometimes.
I must admit, when this happens to me every time this point of the year, which is which frame? Sorry, not which frame. I don't know where I'm going with here. I'm reading things on the computer and I'm getting the words muddled up. Which is trying to get myself into playing snooker. You know, you try it for 1 week and then you just forget about it and then you move on to something else. Oh, Selby's got the red.
I thought Murphy's safety shot was a bit poor there.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Reza saying seems Selby's going to win it. It seems that way.
I think if Selby wins this frame now, then I can't see him
Mike
losing
Barrett saying
out.
all the hard work and misses the sitter. That's it. Yeah, that's the story of Murphy in the later stages.
Yeah.
I want Shaun to win, says Pankaj. We kind of all are rooting for Shaun in some way.
Michael One says I play snooker.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Do you play for a team, Michael, or?
For a team. What's your highest break then, Michael?
If we're talking video games, mine's 91.
You've played a snooker video game?
Yeah, I've Snooker 19 on my PS4. It does
I didn't know those
exist.
sort of things existed.
I'll be honest, I got the game for free because I knew the guy that was part of the PR team.
Michael's saying, "Can anyone see my messages?" Yeah, we're reading them out, Michael. We saw you say you said you could play snooker. Give us your break now. What's your highest break?
6.
Huh?
We see you, Michael. We see you.
Stiff
No, just
Clayton?
with mates. Just with mates. But I need to hear your highest break, Michael. I need to see what it is.
51.
You're taking my one
51
there.
highest break.
Oh. 'Cause I think that's around about the same for me, yeah.
If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. We're close to getting to 2100.
14.
And Selby on 14 after potting the red and has broken up the pack, and he'll nicely position himself for the black here.
I think he wants to get this over and done with quickly, right?
You know, we've seen this though, haven't we, in some finals when it comes to those final sessions. The one that's leading normally does have the urge to just get it done, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and
They're in the right mindset.
And we mentioned also last time round, last year, Ronnie winning 18-8 has just run away with it.
Yeah,
So
I remember.
It's unfortunate.
I remember watching that final session. I can't remember how many he was leading by the time they started it, but I'm sure he only needed 3 or 2 frames, and he knew he was going to win. Yeah, like I say, sometimes these final sessions, as I said, is like the Tour de France final stage. You know who's going to win. It's just they're only going to lose if they really bottle it up.
Said saying who will be in the next World Championship, or who will win the World Championship next season? Seb and Jamie. It's hard to say, isn't it?
It's hard to
really
say.
hard
I think we've learned again in this tournament
27.
that despite that, like the likes of Robertson and Judd Trump have had a very good season, they still didn't even get to the semis.
Oh, I actually don't think Robertson will ever get a World Championship.
Well, he's got one, but you mean a final? He got him one in 2010,
Again,
didn't he?
yeah, but I don't think I don't think he's made for it. Even when you see in the matches that he's lost, I don't think he will.
It's the hair. I know what you mean.
Now with curly, right? I just don't see it. It just doesn't seem a composed snooker player to be able to get through it.
I think this is the thing because like
35.
the only thing you can say in previews to like tournaments is players' forms, but I think it's shown again that it doesn't matter your form sometimes. It's like that in major golf. You know, I never ever predict a winner in major golf because it really is someone completely out the blue. And then you look at the snooker, it feels like that as well. Maybe some of us would have expected Selby to go for it again because of his age and he's up there, but I didn't expect Murphy to get here because Murphy hadn't got past the second round in the last 6 years. So this is how unpredictable it's been.
He's been waiting a while to get back into the final, but
yeah,
you worry that Selby's the kind of player that once he hits his stride, then he's unstoppable. And
you can see him winning more. You can see, yeah.
Definitely.
You can see him winning more. You know he's around for 10 more years, I'd say, at least, competing at the top. He's only 36, 37, I think.
Yeah, he's not too old, right?
No. So he's been around the circuit for a good while. I mean, you know, his first ever final was, just as I say all this, Selby's made a bit of a
41.
bad placement shot after securing the blue in the middle. Didn't go well for him after the double kiss on the reds.
So what was it when Selby won in 2017, 16 and 14, right?
Yeah.
So, and people were worried that this is a dry spell, maybe he's not at his best again. He looks like he's going to get another one here. Is that same dominance going to carry over again where he gets maybe another one in a row, maybe wins the next two out of the next 3? It's a fear that you get in snooker when someone like Selby starts taking the scene.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned form, but Selby was one of the favourites beforehand purely because of form.
Yeah.
But people were mentioning, you know, you've got Trump who's ranked higher, you've got Robertson who was ranked higher, so that plays a role as well.
He got the red. Yes, he has. Nice shot from Selby.
Michael saying he subscribed. Thank you, Michael.
Nice one, Michael. Thank you.
Shoaib saying Selby's going to take home a cheque of £500,000, Murphy 200,000, and 15,000 for the highest break, 144 against Bing Tao. Yep, Murphy will take home the cheque for the biggest break. Pretty sure of that.
But this is what
he'll get anywhere near 144.
But this is what I love about, sport, especially snooker, which is just, it's like that in major tennis as well. Getting a runners up is, no one remembers the runners up. Let's be honest. When you look at the history books, but when these players get so much money still just for getting that far, and it's hard work, of course it's hard work, it always will be, but it just shows that the money's just not enough. It helps for the bills, of course, and getting a few things that you can afford with that kind of money, but it just shows how much these competitors want out of their visit to Sheffield for 2 weeks. They want their hands on that trophy, not the money. The money he mires is just a bonus for these sporting athletes, and that's what I've always loved about sport. A lot of money is made in sport, but it's still about getting your hands on a trophy. Like Lionel Messi would trade a lot of his money, I'm sure, for a World Cup trophy.
I'd like to see how much players would trade for a trophy. That I'm curious.
I'll laugh.
Half your fortune.
Maybe we should start a podcast. Let's get a guest on called Honest Sport Chat.
Honest Sport Chat. Yeah, would you give it all up for a World Championship or something like that?
Yeah,
or Selby's missed that red there. Oh, costly.
No, he's got the red, Murphy. He's 43 points behind. There's still enough on the table. I don't know how much remaining, but the match time has now reached 9 hours. That means a lot of us have wasted our time, but that's great. Not in a bad way.
That's what you say. So Shoaib's saying snooker should have all the prize money. These players deserve more for entertaining, yes. It depends on if there's enough money there, isn't there?
Well, I think I think with snooker you can only have so many people in a venue, and then it comes down to broadcast. I think Eurosport has upped its game by pretty much showing every tournament going. But BBC, when it comes to these three majors, BBC get that rights as well, which BBC will always get more views because it's more accessible.
Well, there's no rivalry for the coverage then.
Not really.
But there's a reason why BBC doesn't have football anymore, because someone else came with more money.
Yeah, and you do wonder if one day maybe Sky Sports used to show snooker back in the 2000s. I remember they used to show the Premier League of snooker, which I don't know how long that lasted, but it's not. It's one of those where Sky tried the coverage and maybe it just wasn't what they wanted.
Right. You need to be guaranteed that you get the revenue for it.
Yeah.
Pacan is saying, what do you guys think Bingham should be in the final instead of Selby? Well, you covered that game. So what do you think?
I mean, again, it was another one where Bingham snooker was a lot more attractive to watch, but again, it's just Selby just clawing it out and still coming out on top.
I did see that shot though, that getting around the black and putting that red in down at the bottom of the table.
25.
Oh, you saw that?
I saw it was a suggestion on YouTube. I thought I'll have a glance at that. Something else.
It was a beautiful shot.
He deserves it if Bingham could have got the decider. We say this, and this frame has become interesting now that Murphy's got a few points on the board. 44 to 25, hey?
Michael 1 asking, can I be moderator? I don't know what that is. I don't know what moderator, because Dusan has also said, please give me moderator. I don't know what that means.
And Shade saying, are you watching football tomorrow? Jamie and Seb, who will win the Champions League? So
Luke is.
I'm not, unfortunately. I'm unfortunately very busy, but the channel's still up. Who will win the Champions League? Who have you got now, Jamie?
Well, I said PSG at the start of the season, so my prediction is still there, at least until tomorrow.
I had Chelsea. At the beginning, I had Barcelona down. Don't ask why. I tried being controversial. So, yeah. Well,
Murphy
I think
again
Chelsea
is
now.
fouled.
I think Chelsea.
Cue ball's gone in the.
Yes,
Why?
he looks like he's having a breathing attack, a panic attack.
Did you see his slow-mo reaction? It was not again.
Exactly, yeah. And I just saw Reza saying, "Seb, how you doing, buddy?" I'm doing okay. Yeah. How are you doing, Reza? Stephen saying, "What do you guys think of City tomorrow?"
All right, guys, if you keep
Rahul
calling
saying
names out, it
Murphy
doesn't help anybody.
has
I want you to
guts,
enjoy
but
the
Selby
evening,
has
but just
strength.
settle down, please.
Fair assessment. Johnson saying City should win Champions League, and the two dangerous teams are Bayern and PSG. And Selby's snatching away with it. Yeah, Murphy's just. Oh, but Selby's missed that red. Okay. Moderator is the person who is when a person can time out someone. Are you talking about us? Because I'm starting to worry.
Probably just the comments, maybe, but I don't know what comments they're on about. So we enjoy all your comments.
We enjoyed all the interaction. How many points on the table? So there are 3 reds still left. Then you've got. So realistically, there are 51 points on the table left. So there's still enough for anyone to win.
What's Selby done there?
Inshallah, Selby wins, says Asif. I think it's going to go down here. Yeah, he's missed that by quite a way. That red.
I think Murphy will. He's got to take these chances. He really does. Yeah, he's got it, Murphy. The one on the left cushion.
Still 51 points on the table. Johnson saying Real Madrid had amazing team in mid-10s, different ball game now, literally. But the core of that team, the 3 in midfield, is still ever present, and I think it's still one of the best midfield trio in the world, with Modric, Cruz, and Casemiro. There. Greg saying he found that your Murphy, yeah, we mentioned that. 43 on the table. Yeah, 43 on the table, yeah. Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life, says Michael. Okay. Junaid saying Selby's got his form back, he's going to win. Maybe not the frame, but the match, yeah. Murphy's the best long potter I've ever seen in my life. He's known for it. He's known for his long potter.
He's shown it in this final. I mean, I haven't watched Murphy properly in a few years, so I can vouch for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and has he just fouled it there, Murphy?
No.
I completely missed out.
Oh, he's got that red in the middle, though. 1 red left on the table. Still got a bit to do here, but Murphy knows if he leaves Selby with another visit to the table, that could be it for this frame.
I think he's
got the pink.
Force the foul, considering that that's what he's going for, which is a nice thing to see. Because he could. That last red is awkwardly placed. He's decided to go for it. He's decided to go for it now. Which is what got Murphy some of the wins in the earlier frames.
Yeah.
16.
People going on about Madrid being lucky. Madrid gets to final with Ronaldo, Ramos, Bale. It was something else. Selby's Djokovic, Ronnie is Federer.
I said this the other day on the stream, Mr. Fragrance. You read my mind.
But he's got the red, Murphy. Still not in the lead in this frame now. All the reds off the table.
Yeah.
One error on these next ones because I don't like to look at yellow.
Oh, this shot. Watch this shot now, Seb, to place the yellow. It's beautiful. Shaun Murphy, that is.
Oh, I'm well off then. Oh, to get onto the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breathtaking shot.
Perfect.
Ooh. Oh, the green as well.
25.
Didn't have to do that.
At least he's gonna. Well, I'll say this now. He should win this frame, but at least he will get at least one frame this evening. That's one plus side, I guess, for Murphy. But you know, it'll basically the gap will be the same as it was when we started the session. So
he sets the green up perfectly. This is the kind of snooker he was playing in the first session yesterday.
This is the snooker you want to go and see, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I know this sounds a bit rude, but it's a middle finger to Selby style in my eyes.
I'm not, as I mentioned, whatever wins you the match, right?
Yeah. I said this earlier. It's a whatever it takes scenario.
Because you've got to remember, this is their job as well. Imagine if Selby tries coming out the blocks as well. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure if you put both their styles together. Right, if they both try and go for it, I'm not sure if Selby wins. We saw in the first session, Selby was trailing, so he's got to do what he can to win the prize money, and I admire that. And he's playing with Shaun's mind, so fair enough.
I love it how he's just popped the pink, but he's said to the black, "Nah, I'm all right." And he's done it again, Murphy. He's fist pumping to the crowd, which some people have not liked, but I don't see what's wrong with it. You know, it's called emotions. It's you fight very hard to get to where you are in this sport. So both players are going to quickly go to the toilet. And so, yes, it's Mark Selby 15, Shaun Murphy 12. So the gap's the same as it was when we started this evening, Seb. But there's less and less frames available for Murphy to turn this around. So he's got to take it.
Time's running out, right? Even
exactly.
though it's not time-based. It still looks like a too long way back for Murphy. You can't imagine him getting every single frame now to the end. Realistically, I just don't think it's possible. But that being said, seeing a frame like we just saw then, not against whatsoever if it goes on for longer, to see that sort of snooker.
Maston Jackson saying, "Can anybody send me a link that I can watch live now?" There's 2 links in the description, Maston. One for Eurosport and one for BBC Sports. You've got a choice there. Michael 1 saying, "Good commentary, lads. Fair play off." Cheers, Michael.
Cheers, Michael.
Appreciate your support, folks. And if you haven't yet, do click that subscribe button. We reached 2,000 subscribers earlier today, so thank you all for helping us get there. Let's get to 3,000.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey up, and Pankey Negi saying, "I'm telling you guys, Shaun Murphy will bounce back strongly." We've seen crazier things in snooker finals. Who knows? We saw that fate. Well, we didn't. Me and Seb weren't even born yet. Our parents didn't do the business yet. But basically, in the 80s, Steve Davies and Dennis Taylor played probably the greatest snooker match of all time. Went up until like 2 a.m. apparently, which was a last frame decider, and everything happened in that final. And that was when snooker really was at its prime in the 80s. I think I remember reading that when snooker was televised for the first time, the morning after, snooker clubs around the UK had massive queues outside. So many people just wanted to try it out. Ah, very good. Very good. All right, lines. Players are back.
Thank you. The 28th frame. Mark Selby to break.
And it'll be Selby to break for this one. Ooh. Oh, I'll just put out a tweet.
Yeah, Selby to break. He spread them out a bit there. I don't know whether Selby's going to try and invite Shaun to really play it risky. I don't think that would play in Selby's favour. Definitely makes an interesting match.
Of course, we were mentioning prize money before, folks. Let's not forget they do get taxed, I think, with that prize money. So I don't think they get that full amount.
Because it technically classes as salary. When it's
Yeah.
prize money,
Yeah.
that's where they make their money. So
It's quite. I can't imagine the tax against all that. Which in a weird. That's why. I think that's why Novak Djokovic lives in Monaco, just because of the prize money he makes.
Maybe that's why he did it in May, the tournament, just after tax April. Greg saying, thoughts on Man United fans protest inside of Old Trafford? What did you think of that, Jamie?
As a United fan, I'm very happy it happened. But
oh, really?
Will it change anything? I don't know.
Do you agree with the way it went about? You know, destroying the pitch to some extent, breaking the game technically.
Yeah, but that's because you have idiots. You know, they don't represent the whole group.
No.
Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher said that they did speak to a lot of them on that pitch, and a lot of them were peaceful. It was just they thought it was right to get on that pitch because if it stops the match from happening, then it's clearly working.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which that is a protest. You know, you can have silent protests as well. There's nothing wrong with them, but I personally don't think silent protests mean anything. For me, it's just an interaction to just go, we're a bunch of people that don't agree with this and this, change it, or otherwise what?
16.
You know, what are you going to do? And I think what they did was that they found an opportunity to get onto the pitch, and they stopped the biggest fixture on the calendar, Man United versus
17.
Liverpool. So I'm for it. I don't agree with stuff like there was footage of someone throwing one of those flares or whatever at one of the studios. You know, I don't agree with that. You know, don't harm anyone. Just stand on the pitch or sit on the pitch or something. Yeah, whatever it does to stop the match, I guess. But don't hurt people. You know, if there was anyone hurt, like police officers or stewards, you know, they're not there to hurt you. They're there to just secure things. They're just making sure it doesn't get out of hand. So, you know, people may... I'm not a fan of the police or anything like that, to tell you the truth, but I'm not going to go and punch one or whatever because they're just doing their job. So, you know, I think people got to remember that these people have families to go back to. So I'm happy it's happened because the Glazers have never interacted with the fans. And a lot of United fans have spoke this morning and said, look, all we're asking for is them to hear them out. And they've owned the club for 16 years. And, yeah, this is it. This is how bad it's got. It's bad ownership.
As we speak, Selby's on a decent break. Is he going to try and go for the 147?
Holy crap, yeah, he's on 32, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just seen him get the black.
I don't know, this could be interesting. I think we've got to keep our eyes out on this one.
I'll tell you what, if this is a 147, we're in for a treat.
So I wasn't convinced by his break, but it really enticed Murphy to try and play it, and Selby's in pole position now. Will he try and go for the 147? Maybe not. I don't think he will because it's Selby.
Yeah.
If he really wants to prove a point, now's probably the time, right?
What's that?
If he really wants to prove a point, because he's had his doubters and he's had people who don't like him. What a time to prove a point if it was in his 16th frame of this match. Yeah, and he's put himself onto the black again. He should go for this. He's going to take his time now.
Yeah, 147 minutes later. How long does it take to do 147? At least 147 minutes. Why? Because I did a minute per shot.
Oh, you just love to see a match between Selby and Ronnie O'Sullivan, both doing 147s, but both taking an excessively different amount of time.
Well, there's a great video that Eurosport did, which was the fastest 147 in history, which was Ronnie O'Sullivan in the 90s, and the footage of him and Mark Selby and how long it took him to take one or two shots. And the 147 took him 6 or 7 minutes, and Mark Selby took like 7 minutes to just do one or two shots. It's like, good God, this is painful.
I've not seen that.
I'll have to send you it. It was shown last summer, I think. Eurosport did it. Oh, it was so funny. But that is just Ronnie O'Sullivan at his best. And before Ronnie popped the black, he's going up to like the people in the stands writing a check kind of thing. Like, get ready to send me that check.
A signature, you mean?
Yeah. Because it used to be 147 grand if you got a 147.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. No, I don't. Not anymore. No. I might be. It used to be like there was this one time where I was at the Welsh Open and Ronnie O'Sullivan got a 146, And he did it on purpose because he found out that the 147 was 10 grand. And he was like, nah, it's not enough money. So he just got a 146 instead. Only Ronnie can do that. It's just brilliant.
Brilliant.
But then, of
it's
course,
just
some
pretty sick
snooker
as we talk about
players...
this.
Sorry, yeah, some snooker players were really annoyed about that because they were thinking, you know, if that was me, I would have taken the 10 grand because I need the money.
Yeah.
But, you know, for
Well,
Ronnie looks at 10 grand like it's a tenner, I'd say.
As we mentioned that, Selby just played safe. Murphy's just... I can't even see what he's done, but Selby back on the table, so 40 points to nothing.
Yeah, this is...
All spread out. There's a chance for Selby to really get a few points on the board here as well. And if it goes to 16 to 12, I can't see any way back for Murphy whatsoever.
It's funny, Mohammed has just said it took Ronnie 5 minutes to make 147. Was that how long it was?
It was 5 minutes or something, yeah. It was quite a record.
If anyone hasn't seen it, just YouTube it after our stream. It's absolutely incredible to watch.
Ooh, 2,100 subs.
Oh, blimey. Thank you, folks.
We didn't see it back. Thank you, everyone.
Do help us get to 3,000. That's our next step.
Little by little. 2-2, Jamie. 2-2. Your big glass of what? I'm guessing Ribena.
Vimto, come on. Living in the olden days. Oh, Selby, great shot there. It's funny, Selby normally, when it comes to the final sessions, he normally wears black shirt, black trousers, and like a grey waistcoat. But today he's gone with the black and white style, which is quite normal for him. But he normally wears something quite special on the final session.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if there's a reason behind that.
Mike Barrett has said 5 minutes 20 seconds in 1997. Yeah, and it's a very young Ronnie back then.
Kiddo saying painful to see Selby winning. It's as I mentioned yesterday when he won that second session, tedious, like as if he's doing it purposely to you.
Yeah, he's just doing anything to delay it. It's like waiting for the sequel of The Godfather 3 and then you have to wait 16 years. It's just that long.
Weirdly enough, technically snooker players are on some sort of commission, and people who are on commission usually try and get their dough in as soon as possible. That's not the case for Selby. I think I butchered the title by saying snooker players at work on commission.
I think Selby is the snooker marathon.
He thinks he's getting paid hourly.
16.
It just shows it's worth it. If you can get your skills right and stuff like snooker, you can make a lot of money. Not as, I mean, I don't know. Some people always say there should be more money in snooker, but I mean, it comes down to interest, I think. You know, who sponsors it, how many people do you get at the event, who watches it, all that stuff. You know, I mean, it's a lot different now. It's normally betting companies that are the major sponsors of these events, which, you know, years ago it was Embassy, wasn't it? It was snooker company, not snooker, cigarette companies and all that. But Betfred's been one of the main sponsors of the World Championship for quite a few years now. 24. But then before them, it was Daft for Bet for 1 year. The year before them, it was Betfair. So it's been, and 888.com was 1 year. So, you know, it's a history of betting companies these days with snooker. But this is the thing. Someone said to me, well, Gordon Brown said the other day that, you know, betting companies should put more money into football. But I'm thinking, well, most of the football clubs have betting companies sponsoring it. Yeah, so I don't know what he means by that.
I find it weird. Betting companies, because technically if these players bet against themselves, it's fraudulent, it's illegal, it's a scam. So why are they allowed to come close as possible to these sportsmen or players or whatever by sponsoring them? It just seems enticing and unnecessary. I find it weird. It weird.
And they have them sponsored on their sleeves, don't they, and all that. So it's
how are sports companies allowed to sponsor these, but then the sponsored players can't use those betting companies?
38.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
I'm not advocating for people to bet against themselves.
Well,
No,
Bingham
not
did
at
it,
all.
didn't he? Was it Bingham and John Higgins did it?
Well, it's not right. I think
No,
it is
it's not
a scam.
right,
It's
no.
technically, you're scamming them out of money. That's technically a scam.
It is a scam. And
45.
Higgins was very lucky. You know, he's lucky to still be playing snooker in my eyes.
Yeah, I
Great
think so.
player,
Wow.
great player, but you know.
It's completely almost fraudulent. Is that right to say?
Yeah. I think people have kind of. I mean, the real snooker fans will remember it still, but it does feel like it's it's in the past and all that. In a way, I'm a bit like that, but you're still going to remember.
Yeah. So Selby's what, 86 now. Gets this black in. He's on.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. And there's not even 50
54.
left. There's not even, I think about 51 left on the table. No chance.
Well, at least Murphy won the last frame. Otherwise, Selby would have been one away.
It's weird because I thought Murphy had to come out and take risks. He took 2 risks when he got on the table. Which
Yeah.
Selby almost invited on. And
61.
Selby's dealt with it impeccably. I'd say some really good shots in his whole frame. So Selby's up his game now.
Yeah, he's going for it. He's attacking the day, isn't he?
62.
Yeah, he's trying to get as many as he can. Mohammed saying, hope Shaun can make a comeback.
Nah,
Down.
I think you really are asking for it
So
if you
what,
let this guy
in the
get to
next-
17.
Saying that Selby wins maximum 1 frame out of the next
68.
8.
4. Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Realistically, if you do 15, take away 12.
Mark
Mm.
Selby, 68 on
No,
the frame.
sorry. Take that one.
Well, that's the end of that one. 16-12 now for Selby. He's
So-
2 away.
So what? Murphy to win 7 of the next 8 frames. No, 7. Sorry, 6 of the next 8 frames. Oh, I can't do the math. It's been a long day, but it's over. It's over. Yeah, it's probably over now.
As I said, we could have a long night ahead. Stiff UK Clayton saying, as long as he doesn't get to 17, as I said, when they get to 1 frame away, it's very hard to see them lose then. Shahid Shah saying, who do you think best final in the Crucible was? Jamie and Seb. Good luck.
You know better
Sorry.
than me, so I'll let you answer because I'm not. I haven't really got too much of an idea, unfortunately. I'd say,
Sorry, what's the question?
I think it's the best final that you've seen in the World Championship.
Oh, okay. We've had not that many close ones recently.
It's so unfortunate, right?
Like we've all a lot of them. I just remember being with for example, these Monday night sessions, the final one, just being you kind of know who's going to win.
Yeah. So what? You see the year before, last year, O'Sullivan winning 18-8, not tight. Trump the year before winning 18-9, not
The
tight.
18-9, bloody hell! I didn't realise you wanted that
2019,
one.
Yeah. And then the closest one was 2018 with Williams and Higgins 18-16. So I'm not guessing you had the
Thank you. The
best score
29th
final,
frame.
maybe,
Shaun
but
Murphy to break.
it's the closest one in recent years. So it's usually when it's close that's quite interesting. This
Yeah.
match was probably a lot more interesting when it was close. When there's nothing riding on it and Murphy wins a frame like he just did, then it takes a bit of the sting out of the blood. It takes a bit of the venom out of the sting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Fragrance saying Selby's one of the finest tactical players of his current generation. His
I'd
defense
agree.
and attack is what I see his gameplay. Exactly that. And someone was mentioning yesterday that he's got to be considered in the top tiers of snooker players of all time, which is completely correct. You have to consider him there. His management of the game is just perfect.
And people would have said that when he won his 3rd World Championship. So I think tonight's just a good reminder.
I hope Greg's saying, what a day watching the snooker and watching you guys and drinking WKD, Wicked, already drunk, 10 I've got out of 20 of them.
I was going to say he's drinking this afternoon.
I didn't have
He's
a bank holiday,
he's going to be blue tomorrow morning.
I didn't have a bank holiday, so I didn't have that look. I finished at about 6:30 today.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what May Day is. I'm
It's
trying
not
to.
a legitimate bank holiday. It's just because it's the first day of May, and there are some religious bank holidays that need to take place in May, but then the Brits always move them to the Mondays, and usually first Monday of the month. So
Yeah, I mean
that's
we got
what
another
May is
one
all
at the end
about.
of we got another one at the end of this month as well.
Yeah,
And
May
then-
is a typical bank holiday month. That's
Yeah,
why.
when I was
We
growing
don't
up,
do bank holidays on Mondays. We don't do them on Mondays. We do
Which
them on
days?
the actual date. We do them on the date that it's supposed to be.
so
The
even
Brits
if it's a
purposely
Sunday,
moved them. Yeah. So we don't get it, but they are. But that's
That's
because it stays on the genuine religious day, not
fair
move
enough.
it over to the Monday like the Brits do.
Like
The
we
Brits
do
do
with
it on
Easter,
Sunday, yeah.
which makes no sense in a way.
No, everyone does that in Easter because it's got to be the Monday and the Friday, because that's
Yeah.
just religious norms. It's Good Friday, Good Monday. I know. What we call them? So that's where that comes about. But usually the bank holidays stay on their dates.
Okay.
There we go. And Selby just missed that long shot. Didn't go close.
He's got 4 points, Selby, but Murphy's got a shot here.
It's near enough.
Yeah,
right in
because
front of
Murphy
me.
missed it.
Keep
the
going
the
a
Murphy
speaker-
fouled it.
bit more.
Oh, did Murphy foul it? Oh,
Yeah, Murphy missed
Little
the
bit
red.
towards the green.
I missed it.
So now he's retaking it.
They've got Jan, the Dutch referee, watching in the box, telling the referee where to put the cue ball.
This was the story of yesterday. The amount of times he just kept saying, "Keep over there."
Yeah.
Superposing it, and then just like a bit more, and you just see the.
He is
I go-
massive. He's very tall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've met him a couple
Don't mean
of
to
times.
follow the. Don't mean to follow the cliche of Dutch people, but a lot of them are tall.
He's done it for such a long time as well. He's been around the block in snooker for at least 15, 20 years, I'd say.
How have you ever met him?
Yeah, twice.
Mm.
He actually does things behind the scenes as well. Like, he just helps out anyway, even if he's not refereeing a match. So I think he is just fully contracted to World Snooker.
He's just contracted to the not particular job. Just whatever comes up. And see Selby's now got him.
That's it. I mean, I'll say this now, folks. For any sport out there, it is a family. The circuit. It's, some of them work together on anything. Even if it's not what they normally do.
There's some comments talking about how Selby's a great tactical masterclass, yes, or mastermind, yeah. And Mr. Fragrant saying he was a bit lucky in his draw for Selby. You could say he didn't come up against anyone who was ranked above him the whole tournament. So you could say he's lucky. You've got to play with the draw, haven't you? You win your titles and you don't complain about the draw. If you've drawn the best, if you've drawn the worst, you still have to win the tournament. And you still have to win it over a certain amount of frames, like in this final. So he still has to go against a very sturdy Murphy and beat him. So it's easy to say the draw was easy, but still gone quite a way through the tournament.
I think if I can remember as well, Murphy was a qualifier, so he had to play qualifying matches the week before the tournament actually started. So Murphy's probably had it non-stop for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Which we do see a lot of qualifiers make the final. Ding
Yeah,
did it in 2016 against
Exactly,
Selby.
yeah. It's not impossible. And the
But
qualifiers aren't easy. That's usually why.
No, I mean
They
we
don't
had
make it easy to qualify.
we had Stephen Hendry, Jimmy White in a qualifier a few weeks ago, which was going back the years for some people.
Some more comments. Someone saying Henry's sound not come back to snooker. What do you think, 7 Jamie? We're questioning why Hendry came back. Is it to come and win a world championship? Is it to just maybe participate, like mentioned?
I just wonder if he's bored.
Yeah, I think so.
You know
as
what
well.
I mean? Just it's not a bad job to have, is it? Just play snooker and just see how it goes again. He's got nothing to lose, I guess.
No.
But I mean, look, I might be wrong, folks, but from what I keep hearing about Hendry, I haven't seen Hendry in a
I've
while,
seen him
but
again.
it just feels like he's not progressing
All the
again.
way from that top
I
red.
just think Murphy fell out again.
A bit more then.
Got it on the pink there.
Jan Verhaas is
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it again.
That side.
Telling
Yeah,
him where
he's
to
doing
put
again.
Yeah,
So Michael saying where you boys from? We're both from England. There we go, northwest, near Chester. There we go. I believe Murphy can still win this. I don't believe he can. especially after seeing 2,000 this frame already. It's just coming in the whole time. Yeah, no. Just trying to keep up because it's 11-0 in favour of Selby in this frame.
Going that way.
That way.
Seems like he's got Murphy on the ropes
Then
here.
about a quarter ball further from the cushion.
It's an awkward safety shot that Selby played.
Keep going,
Murphy.
keep going.
It didn't seem too bad, but
A bit more.
I'll be honest, I missed it.
yeah, while the Reds are still together, you can get it off one of the cushions realistically. But
Yeah.
it's just perfectly placed so that it might be hanging over a bit. Where he has to get it off the cushion is where the pocket is. So that's what's made it awkward for Murphy.
I'm just
They're trying to put the two images on top to see where the white goes.
yeah.
Rich Barr saying Selby will be the champion. Exactly. I think he'll be the champion soon enough. I don't think we're in for too long a night. We're in for a long night if Selby wants us to be in for a long night.
It's down to him. The gesture from Leicester. But I think I always find it funny, the scenario of getting the technology in to get the picture on the table to try and put the ball where it was. But imagine what it's like at a local snooker club. You know, the referee just has to hope that he can put it back, right? And then you have the two players who have to somehow agree.
Well, you just do what you can. I don't think people are too annoying. They're not too unsportsmanlike to say no. It was 3 micrometers to the right.
No, it was in the pocket.
Kito saying Selby lucky didn't get a match against Trump, Robertson, and Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie went out early,
Yeah.
and Trump and Robertson were on the other side of the draw, and Murphy's the one who got Trump out, and Robertson
Seems a bit-
basically played himself out the game.
It seems a bit odd to have a Selby-Ronnie match before a semi-final, anyway.
Mohammed, I like this comment from Mohammed. Murphy was a qualifier in 2005, so that's when he won it.
What's that?
Murphy was a qualifier in 2005, and that's when Murphy is his only world championship that he has won. It was in 2005.
I didn't know he was a... I knew he won that
I
year,
like
but I
that
didn't know he was a
comment,
qualifier.
I like that comment, yeah. So now he's just spread the Reds completely there, Murphy. I think Selby will get this over and done with in no time.
He's got it behind the yellow at the moment.
Queuing up his options.
Of course, let's not forget Mark Williams against Selby. I thought before that first session they had, me and Seb watched Mark Allen versus Selby, and the way he played against Allen was pretty poor. And Mark Williams played brilliantly, but then he thrashed Mark Williams. So this is what I mean. It's been such an unpredictable tournament.
But this is what we were saying. Selby was shaky against Allen. Allen was a bit less methodical about his approach to Selby. But that kind of outlandish play, if Selby can't see what his opponent is going to do, he starts to struggle. And Allen didn't even know what he was going to do. So Selby,
Yeah.
it seemed awkward for him. He still got through it because Selby's a much better snooker player, but that unpredictability really got Selby in a tough spot.
He's missed the red again, Murphy. You hit it too hard, it feels. Johnson saying, do either of you two think Selby's capable of matching Hendry's tally? I can see Ronnie, Selby and Hendry all on 7 potentially. Selby winning his 4th at 37. I think if he gets to 5, that's when people have got to really take him seriously, as in that's when you talk about it even more.
Well, it depends. Like I mentioned before, Selby can get if we include this one, in the next 4 World Championships, if he gets 3 under his belt like he's done before, 3 and 4 years when he won it in that period between 2004 14 and 17, am I right? If he does that again here now, like say next year he wins again, then he will be aiming to go beyond the record. And yeah, he's still quite young.
Nabin saying live stream only Eurosport or another channel, please tell me. There's 2 links, Nabin, in the description, one for Eurosport and one for BBC, so hopefully they'll work for you. Rakpar asking, is Ebden retired? Yes, he is. He retired in 2016, I think. He has been a commentator now and again on the BBC. Not as a regular, really, but he's been there. He's been heard here and there. But yeah, he retired a while back. And Peter Ebden's another one where some people weren't that fussed about his style of play.
Yeah, so he just recently retired, Ebden. He's still ranked 9th in the world, I think, Ebden.
Is he?
Yeah, still ranked, if I'm not wrong, yeah.
How's he still ranked? I don't understand that.
If he was retired, I don't know, but there is a ranking point system and you can't just lose them exactly, so...
No.
Ebden is
It's been a few years. Oh, dear.
2020. 2020 he retired, Jim.
Eh?
2020 he retired.
Oh, did he? Oh, I thought it was 16. No. Alan McManus is retired. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, McManus retired this year, I think. McManus is a great commentator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alan Angles McManus, as they call him.
Look how those reds are spread out. If this stays low scoring for long, then it's only if Selby's doing it.
Exactly, and it goes towards Selby's game, no doubt. He got the red though, Sir Murphy there. Nice cut that was on there.
Tight angle, really tight angle.
Yeah, I knowing me, I would have somehow got it in the opposite pocket from there.
But I'm wondering if he's really trying to invite Murphy to play now. You want to win this final? Come and win it then.
There is a snooker table in Malpas, where I live.
Cool.
Snooker table.
Oh, is there? Okay.
At the sports club, which, whenever we're allowed to play on tables again, I might have to ask if I can have a go on that, and then realise I'll play one frame, and then realise, yeah, I'll stick to pool.
You'll play one frame, and they'll ask you to go home because it's closing time.
Yeah, even at 5 p.m. Oh, he's hitting the green, Murphy, for a safety shot.
Shaun
He's
Murphy
sent the green to the opposite side, and he's placed it behind the other. That's a good shot.
People complaining about Selby over for World of Pain. If they go back and watch the Ebden Express, it took him longer to miss one shot than it did Ronnie to bring in 147. That's what you're mentioning. People weren't too fussed when he retired, Ebden.
Let me check how many he won. He won at least one in 2002, I think it was. Peter Ebden. Wow. Oh, God, he's 50 now. Wow. Yeah, he beat Stephen Hendry 18th.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he beat him in the final frame.
Oh.
That must have been some moment. But again, for Ebden to do that against Stephen Hendry, but for Stephen Hendry, it's the fact that he could have won so much more as well.
Seems like a...
I think people for just Stephen Hendry, what a player. The youngest world champion as well in the history. 21 years, I think it was.
So, born in 19... Peter Ebden, you say?
What's that, sorry?
Peter Ebden, one of the youngest world champions.
No, sorry, Hendry.
Sorry, I was hearing otherwise. You could see Ronnie losing a bit of his hair against Ebden in the 2005 match.
I remember when, like, in the early 2000s, some of these World Snooker Finals would be on quite late, so I'd always end up having to go to bed, and then I'd have to wake up the morning after and find out who won. You did have some finals that went on forever.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't think will be one of those. But yet again, Selby's taken 2 minutes with his shot time here, which by now Ronnie would have had a break of 74.
Oh,
Tazaror Kazmi asking why has the match stopped? It hasn't. We're still
is it-
going.
was that-
Salby,
is-
you'd think so with Salby though.
Is he being sarcastic? That's what I was asking.
All right.
Greg saying is the Tour de France, they have different jackets for different stages. Polka dot for mountains and obviously yellow jacket for the leader. So they have the green for the points, who are the top of the points. They have the yellow for the leader of the race. They have the polka dot one for the mountain stages, who's got the most mountain points. And they have the white one for the youngest rider who's first. But they don't have stage jackets, just to say. They don't
If you
have
win
those,
like the first race, you get the yellow jersey, don't
because
you?
you're
normally?
first. Because
Yeah.
you're first.
But that's why that first race is always exciting, because one of them just wants to at least say they won the yellow jersey.
Yeah.
Mark Cavendish has always tried to win. I think he has, hasn't he, a few times?
He's
Won
tried.
the first race.
Yeah, but he's never got it.
No.
So that's the thing, when they purposely try putting sprint stages on first so they can get a sprinter in the yellow jacket, but it just doesn't happen for Cavendish. Or it didn't happen, shall we say.
You'll like this, Seb, because you like Dementors. Johnson saying, this is textbook Salby. He's like a Dementor from Harry Potter. Yeah, Seb actually has met a few Dementors by making a tea bag or coffee kind of... I can't remember that video edit. It's a bit of an inside joke, but Seb likes editing films. And actually, he's been in the Star Wars film, you know, that end scene in the 6th episode where
That's my
the
favourite.
Jedi's
That's
are
my favourite. I literally I just filmed myself and cut round myself. And I just put a white
It's just the towel. I just love the fact that it
towel,
looks.
cloak.
It's the fact that it makes you more. Sorry, folks. It's an inside joke,
thank
but
you.
it's so funny.
That
It's
was
the
really
way you just do the thumbs up.
Luke Skywalker. Yeah. I was
When
actually
did you
happy
make
about-
that?
That must have been about 6 months ago.
During lockdown.
Yeah, it was during all those lockdowns. No, actually, we weren't in lockdown anymore, and I was going out that Saturday night, so I had to quickly get the edit done and get it on my phone before I was leaving. But yeah, there's a Harry
You
Potter
might have
one
to
where I
show me
changed
that
them.
before. You might have to show me that when the stream finishes.
It was the where Harry tries getting the Dementors away that I changed. And I changed it so it says espresso Patron
yeah.
and espresso coffee starting out as one. That's what I did.
It's classic shit posting in what Seb would normally say.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Shit posting at its best. Seb, you dark horse, sir. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Johnson.
Sunil Iloma saying, hi, hello, Sunil. Where are you watching from? Let us know, actually, folks, on the live chat page. What are you drinking? Where are you watching from tonight?
Murphy's just got the black in. Surrounded by so many reds. Can he get this frame? He messes up one of these shots, then it's Selby's to take. Reds are spread out well enough now.
Still a lot to go, isn't there? He's only 10 ahead. So still in the low scoring range of 21 to Murphy, 11 on for Selby. But the Reds are all over the place, which
17.
will most likely help Murphy. He's on the black next, but Sunil says it's midnight and he's watching from India.
Oh.
We've had quite a lot of people from India watching, which of course India's quite a popular place for snooker. That's where they say it was invented. So, which I learnt this week.
24.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, kids, if you're watching, you
black, right?
learn more in these streams than you do at your schools. You may have to leave. Not
you
our
start
stream,
getting
you may
live
have to quit school.
Then I start getting live updated scores on Google from Indian matches. Not said a word, but we just mentioned them in the streams, and then suddenly talk about an Indian team. Okay. Love your enemy. I'm here with my joint. Good for you. If
Love
that's
your
the best way to
enemy.
enjoy the game. Do it.
I like the love your enemy because it's like a positive. But they always say keep your enemies closer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not in bed, but
So now Murphy is just gradually grinding through this frame. 30 points to 11, is it? 11, yes. This frame must be making Selby very excited.
29.
Johnson
I think-
says this is Selby's wet dream.
I think Selby will still fancy his chances to get back into this frame, without doubt.
Yeah,
No, we're
this is the
trying-
Murphy.
I saw it.
Murphy just, yeah. It's been. I said this afternoon he had to prove himself by not making these slip-ups, and he sadly has continued doing it.
Only one frame really where it was really smart standing snooker, but if not, then
35.
he's kind of just given it to Selby in some way.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yatan Sarani saying, why is it not telecasted in India? I'm not sure. I'm sure there is one snooker tournament on that snooker calendar that they have had the tour go to. I'm sure they've been in India for it, but I'm not sure why it's not televised.
So
Oh, Harry Gupta's made a good point here about Ronnie and Selby's semi last year. Harry Gupta says, remember Selby was 16-14 ahead last year.
43.
Yep,
yeah,
can
but
happen.
Yeah, fair enough, but
It can happen. If Murphy wins the next two frames, then let's talk about this comeback. But he needs to win two frames before Selby wins another, in my eyes.
exactly, yeah.
At least. That's
Seems a bit
my at
premature
least.
to be talking about the comeback, right?
Yeah, too early. Way too early.
Extremely painful if Selby gets to lose from here on. Yeah, oh yeah. Selby will be kicking himself if he does.
This would hurt him more than... It will no doubt hurt him more than the Ronnie one, which he has come out and confessed and said that defeat really did hurt him. And it was a hell of a semi-final. It was nerve-wracking to watch as a Ronnie fan, but I certainly enjoyed it. I remember me and my brother were outside watching it on our phone outside a cafe. We were having a pint, and just me and my brother were just shouting. It was near 10 o'clock at night, so there's people that sleep on the houses opposite. And me and my brother, when we saw Ronnie win, we were just like, yes!
Yeah, what a comeback, exactly.
And we said names towards the Selby that we won't repeat. Because sadly, he's just not my favourite.
Murphy's done really well to get that red in, line himself up for another red, and also get round the red. Those three red down the left, the bottom left.
Well, you could hear a bit of the crowd
50.
there. They know that it's at least one frame more of snooker they'll get this evening if Murphy wins here. He's 44 ahead. He's got the red in, so that'll be 45.
51.
I missed how many remaining is. I missed that on the graphic, but
So, easily calculated.
he says that getting a calculator.
Calculating is with a calculator. Oh, so 75 remaining.
75.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
far from over. Far from over.
Half
yeah.
I'm over. And he's shown under pressure before that he can't always hack it. He's got the black. Ooh. He's got an interesting red shot coming here on the left side of the table.
58.
He has to realistically take this one.
Yeah. 67 remaining. Sunil says Ronnie is a hell of a player. Certainly is. Oh, he's missed the red. And this is what I mean. It's just been the story of this final for him. I'll keep saying it because it's this. Shaun Murphy knows it. And he's walking back to his chair wondering if he'll get another visit to the table in this frame. I think he might just be okay here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he couldn't afford to miss that red. He couldn't. He might get another chance at the table, looking where the red's at, but not sure Selby will allow it.
Oh, Selby's missed the red as well. But is there anything for Murphy? Maybe. Long shot coming up, maybe, and Murphy has had no problems with them. If this was to win the World Championship, the longest long shots in the game, then he would win by a mile.
That's one hell of a long shot, Mile.
That's like Robin Hood saying, I can shoot a man from a mile away. And he's got it. You could literally bet your house on him getting those. He's been that good. And his family members applaud him for it in the somewhere in that balcony somewhere.
Oh, I mean, the red's close to the white, but it's still a really long shot. That's a difficult one to get in. No problem as well. No problem whatsoever.
And Mike has just said that
Really
that
good
red
shot.
wasn't easy.
Really good shot. Yeah, really good shot.
Right, so points-wise, he should win this frame. But that means at least one snooker Selby would need. Has he got the red? He's got it. Selby looks a little angry, but look, I think he knows he's still got it in control. He's still going to be 3 ahead after this frame. Just needs to play his own game, and Murphy's got the black. Now 68 ahead, 51 remaining, and I think really this should be
16.
This should be it for this frame.
You know that Selby's going to tighten up in the next frame.
Oh yeah, he'll make sure of it. And Selby's already conceded he's not going to take that chance at all. He's going to let Murphy have that one. So 3, same gap as we had at the start of the evening. 3 again between the two, but Selby only needs 2 more frames. And as of course the clock keeps on ticking on those frames. But Seb, again, I'll say this for now. He needs to win the next frame. At least Murphy. Yeah, I think if he ends up with Selby getting the next frame now, it just seems like an impossible task to turn it around when your opponent only needs to win one of those frames.
Exactly, yeah. And when you're 1 frame away and the other one has such a deficit, it's not likely that Murphy will come back. I don't know, we probably hope that he will get the next frame. That way it can make this match interesting, but I don't see it happening. I can see Selby dragging this next frame out a real long time.
Yeah, which we're not looking forward to.
Shoes saying now Selby's going to take another 5-minute bathroom break.
He's going to have an ice cold bath to sort out his arm muscles after those frames.
Oh, his brain muscles have been working more.
Aaron Daly says, "Go on, Big Shaun, win the title, you son." So that's Shaun Murphy's dad, Aaron Daly, watching our stream tonight. Can you imagine if someone said, "Win the title, daughter"? That'd be a bit of a weird statement.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
So 16-13. Still at least 2 more frames left to play in this final, as they've gone for their mid-session interval, it seems. So that's after the first 4 frames, is that? Yeah. Those 4 frames went quick, Seb.
They did, surprisingly enough. It's been an hour 38 minutes. About that.
Pretty much.
Christopher saying thought it'd be we'll pop in for the interval. How are you guys? Can we see it being a late night? Or can you see it being a late night? Christopher Bull, what do you think? All right, I'm okay. Jamie, I think, is okay. I'll let him respond after, but I don't think we're in for too much for late night. I think
we hope
earlier than yesterday.
I don't know if I should really say that. I mean, I love my snooker, but I don't know. I did watch the whole entire afternoon, so maybe I've peaked.
Nabin saying Selby must win, guys. Keep calm. I'm guessing you've got a bet on them because we've got people who bet on these. Selby off for a quickie with Vicky. Oh, oh my word.
There has been a few people. Oh, maybe. Hey, whatever works. Do it in the bathrooms.
You know. Yep. So obviously Vicky referencing his wife, just so I think she's called Vicky, right?
Yeah. I think she is.
So I didn't make a fool of myself there. Yeah.
I'm just going to quickly nip to the loo, folks, but Seb will read the comments and then we'll swap over. Because I'm sure Seb will want to get a drink as well, so I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm okay. Pep Guardiola is the best in the world. My team is Liverpool. Maybe at the moment, you can't deny how good he is a coach. There's no denying that Pep Guardiola is one of the best in the world. But a lot of people would question how good he is considering he's been given a lot of money. Obviously, I'd love to see Pep Guardiola try with less resources. That isn't going to happen. but you can't deny winning the Premier League. What is it? His third time winning the Premier League. If he wins the Champions League, then yeah, one of the best around, one of the best ever, if not already. But I just want to see him win the Champions League with City. Johnson's Nabin saying Selby. Uma saying who is in Selby team. I think a fair amount of people in the Selby team. None of us are anti-Selby. We just take the mick out of how long he takes sometimes. Love your enemy. I don't know, Shahid. It seems like now you now walk alone. Abdul Murphy is playing like Judd's father. Okay, a bit more interesting. Yeah, I see what you mean. And Nabin saying Murphy crying. Oh my god, Jamie Selby off for me. I think this is a decent final. It's not the best quality, far from it, but it's not too bad. It's just if Selby wins the next one, it's too far away from him now, isn't it? You can't imagine Selby only winning one of the last 9 frames, so it just doesn't seem realistic for Selby to lose now. The late Paul Hunter went for a quickie between sessions and turned the match around for the evening one. Jamie gone for a quick one. Exactly, Jamie's gone for a quick one. That's what he's done. But he'll be back all in good time. Yeah, Paul Hunter, that. I haven't seen him around a lot lately. Oh, yeah, he died, didn't he? So, yeah. I don't know what the reference was. Please help me out. Help me out with that reference there. Hi, says Wakas. Hi, Wakas. Talking long games as Abdul. Is Stephen Lee coming back? Again, help me out with that one. Are you talking about Jamie? Is that a reference to Jamie? I don't know. I'm not understanding these. I know because we've already said that Jamie looks like Murphy, so I don't know whether people are calling the snooker players purposely. So I bet on America's team, and the prize was at 500 to 1, and it was leading all the way and just got caught line and finishing second. I put £2 on it. Didn't that happen to you the other day as well, Greg? I think you said that happened the other day as well. Maybe betting on horses wasn't made for you. Yeah. So we're just halfway through the session now. Well, halfway through. It's supposed to be halfway through, but I don't realistically see Murphy coming back now. It's too much of a deficit. And Murphy so far in the final hasn't really gone on multiple frames like that, 3 or 4 in a row. I don't think he's won. So I don't see that happening now. I think the most he's won in a row this whole game is 2. So I think this is now next frame. Selby will play tight, try and make sure Murphy gives him the frame, and then it'll practically be over. Johnson, Paul Hunter was amazing. Ronnie reckoned one of the best players he'd ever seen. Okay, I don't know enough about it. He died a bit before my time, Paul Hunter. So I don't know enough about him. And it was Master 2001 where Hunter went for a quick one and won. Oh, okay. Makes a bit more sense. Sunil, how long the break? I'm not even too sure. I think it's about 10 minutes, isn't it? So currently Selby winning 16 frames to 13. I'm just going to look something up. So should be back on the way in not too long. Let the players just have a break. As you do. So Selby to get through to the final has gone through Bingham, has gone through Williams, gone through Allen, and in the first round got through Mafflin quite convincingly. People mentioning that Selby's had an easier draw, which is I always find unfair. I don't think he didn't decide the draw, and he's got past every player that's come up against him. And a victory in a final, Selby wouldn't say no because he got the easy draw. He died in 2006 of cancer. Yeah, I knew he died of cancer, but I didn't know it was 2006. Okay, so a bit before my time, yeah. Always sad. Always sad that. Yeah. Shaun has been. Ronnie should have more ranking tournaments. He lost final. Shaun has been better player. Okay, so Abdul saying Shaun has been playing great, but he hasn't had that much table time. At times in this match, it's very difficult to get a game going, keep your Q action going if that's the case. Well, it was complicated for Shaun yesterday. I think Selby loved to play on the fact that there was Murphy hadn't popped the ball for about 56 minutes. And I think Selby kind of liked that idea to get into his head, and you could tell it was playing on Murphy's mind. Even if he hasn't had much table action, I think the fact that he hasn't potted for a while, Murphy can play on his mind, and Selby knows that. Paul Hunter died so young, 3 times Masters champion. He beat Ronnie in one of the finals. And so Paul Hunter, I'm not sure which year he won the Masters, but it mustn't have been long after he mustn't have been too long before he died, because he died young. He died really young, so he must have won the Masters not too long before. He played in the World Champs literally a few months before he died. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, Seb.
Back.
I'm back.
Meister's back. Can't. I struggled to hold the stream up on my own, Jamie. You're here to save me.
I'm saving the day.
Mohammed Saad saying hi. Murphy's played okay. He's just playing Selby, who's a nightmare to play. Yeah.
I thought you said Mohammed Salah then.
No, Mohammed Saad, sorry, saying hi.
Well, I guess he's had not much to do, Salah, after yesterday's game, having a very entertaining pre-match.
Mike Barrett saying you won the Masters in 2001, 2002, and 2004. So we got onto the topic of talking about Paul Hunter.
Paul Hunter. That's the one player who I think would have won the World Championship.
And, well, mentioning because I think it was before the 2001 Masters, they said that he went for a 5-minute bathroom break, and that was the reference that I think they was making there. You went for a bathroom break.
Oh.
It went along those lines. And Abdul saying, I know you've got to do anything to win, but Selby should respect the game. Also, he's turning some shots into whole match time.
Yeah, I do. You do wonder if they'll look in. You do wonder. You do wonder if they'll look into this. You know, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. But the fact that there's a lot of fans and even some players a bit concerned about it, I think they have to at least give it a review.
Yeah, a lot of snooker fans are really concerned about it, particularly talking about Selby. So, would that change a lot for Selby in the future?
Well, I'll say this now: make the most out of tonight. if it does change things,
I think he is. To be fair to him.
Yeah. Arif Gill PDF saying hi Jamie and Seb, nice shirt Jamie. Oh, thank you. I know it's always better. I know I always dress better than Seb. Thank you very much.
It happens. It's the first time in a while that he's not wearing a football shirt, so.
I know. I was tempted to say to you in a text before we went live tonight to do the whole suit and bow tie, you know, because it's the final. But to tell you the truth, being inside wearing a suit when it could get a bit warm just sounds horrible.
It's been too warm. This Mayweather's getting a bit nippy.
Yes, it's been nippy today and all. Well, it's just been wind and rain where we are. But to be honest, if I'm going to be at home all day watching the snooker on YouTube with you guys, I'd rather the weather outside is shit, and it has been, just so I know I'm not missing out on anything.
Oh, it's been shit.
Yeah, it's been shit. And also, you know, in the UK, you can only go outside for a pint. So you can't go inside either. So I'm not missing anything out in the real world.
You can't even just go outside your door.
Well, I could do, but you never know. The dog might shit on my feet. So it's not worth it.
One of the reasons why Jamie does not go outdoors, you know, the fear of animals shitting on his feet.
There's quite a bit of dog poo on our front garden from Rosie, which we should probably clear up, but we haven't done it yet.
Insight to Jamie here. Dog shit on the lawn.
Maybe that should be our next watch along, Jamie's life.
Well, I won't be joining you.
Or a day in Seb's world. Just take a GoPro camera with you.
I'm fine not showing that. I don't think anyone wants to see that whatsoever.
Do subscribe to the channel, folks, if you haven't subscribed yet or you're new to the channel. We're hoping to get to 3,000 subscribers soon. Arif Gill PDF saying, I don't know why Seb voice is coming in bass. He hasn't got his headset tonight.
I have a baritone voice.
I
actually haven't, and I was really annoyed with myself for not being foreseeing enough. So yeah, it's terrible, and that's on me.
Shame on
But
Seb.
then again, I am a bass baritone, so yeah, shame on Seb.
Michael 1 says, looking forward to Euro 2020. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying that for me, Portugal will be the team to do it again, but I sometimes need to watch all the teams play at least one round in the group stage just to kind of see what we're dealing with. But we will do.
Well, I don't like the way Portugal play, but their team, you can't deny that they've got more than a dark horse team. Yeah,
I'm calling them dark horses, but they've got a better chance this time than they did 5 years ago. That's the weird thing about it.
Just look at that team. That Andre Silva, who's top scorer in Germany, and he might not start.
And then you got Felix up front.
Exactly, Felix. I'm a big fan of Neto.
And the form Fernandez is in midfield Jota. At the moment, you know. Jota.
And then we haven't even got to talking about Ronaldo.
Who's that?
Oh, exactly. It's so exciting what they could do, and they might have a Liga and champion with Jose Fonte.
Jose Fonte. God, I forgot he's still playing. I remember he played for West Ham for a bit.
Oh, very briefly.
Yeah.
Well, been quite key to Lille this season.
And they won, didn't they? Against Lyon last night, 3-2, was it?
No. That was Lyon beat Monaco last night.
Oh, who did Lille beat? Didn't Lille beat someone?
Lille beat. Oh, I can't remember. They won this weekend, so they're still first. But they're still on top.
Johnson says Euros is between Belgium, France, and Portugal. Southgate will shaft England. I'm not feeling confident as an England fan, to tell you the truth. I feel like it's going to be a terrible tournament. We'll see.
I just see Souček running all over us.
I honestly can't see us getting out the group stage. I mean that. But we'll see.
I think we will. I think we will get out the group stages. But I'm not loving the chances of England.
No. Anyway, back with the snooker. We have got 2 England players that can prove that you can win World Cups still from England, but that's if you play snooker. And that is Mark Selby and Shaun Murphy. So it's coming home, snooker. It's coming home this year. Anyway, they're back on. Let's get the crowd noise back on. Here we go. Oh, this is a big statement here from Harris Shabir, who's put in our live chat page. Selby is a disgrace to gentleman's game. I think that's a bit harsh, but I can understand your frustration.
I understand the frustration. Oh, sorry, dropped my phone. Some might call him a bit unsportsmanship, and there's probably reason to that. But to say he's a disgrace, I think is a tad far. And he definitely doesn't want people going to bed early.
No. And the frame has begun. Frame 30, that is.
And I wonder how this is going to go down. I do think that Selby will be extremely close in this one. Yeah. Mike Barrett, we always get out the group stages.
I think Selby has this thing where he doesn't mind, and he expects it as well, which is his opponents to win win a frame, but I don't think he likes it when there's then 2 in a row because the momentum's then on his opponent's side. So I think he'll do anything to just avoid 2 frames being won from his opponent. I know that
Yeah,
seems quite
exactly.
obvious what I'm saying, but that's just how I feel.
He'll wait for Harris to lose the frames he needs rather than try and win them.
Yeah.
The comments from Mike and Johnson saying very strong words from Harris, and I think they're strong words as well. Selby has talent to dig in, but he shouldn't get away from gamemanship. He's shown in this tournament that he has periods where he plays some amazing snooker. But now Murphy's gone on the defensive.
Johnson saying that WrestleMania 38 will be between Harris and Selby. And then he says, make it happen.
Make it happen. We're calling on to Harris to the main stage. And
did you read Harris's latest comment? I don't know.
Selby has the talent. Yeah, Selby has the talent.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Again, yeah. You just see Selby against Harris, and then suddenly you just heard the dong of the Undertaker.
Yeah.
They're in the cage. Selby's got a long pot on here for the bottom left corner with this red. I think he might get this. No, he's missed it. And rattled on the other pocket as well at the same time.
We've got Port Moresby getting in touch, which looks like it's in Russian, so apologies, Port. I don't know if I can translate that.
Q Sport House saying, wrap it up, Mark. I think he will in all due time.
In about 90 minutes. But he has... Who's that? That just missed the red? Murphy. Which I think he has left him with a red on the bottom right pocket.
It's not hanging over.
No, he hasn't actually.
No, it's not hanging over there. That's not going. But Selby can get maybe one of the reds, I think a red into the middle there. If Selby's feeling confident. Murphy's got away with that one. Not too sure yet.
It looks as though...
There's a red that looks like he could go in the middle. Whether Selby wants to take it on, I don't think he will.
I think Port Moresby, if I've translated it right, is saying, even in Russian it's funny, Selby slows down. Yo. I am using Google Translate, so it doesn't mean it's accurate. Yeah, Mike Barrett saying Murphy's got away with that one, and Sunil Ulamar saying, ha. What's Selby going to do here then? He's kept the cue ball pretty much where it is, as he's hit the red to make it go on the other side of the table to the top cushion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no risks there. I'm not sure.
Tell you what, folks, let's ask for your scoreline prediction, as in for this final. What you're going for? 18-13 to Selby, 18-14 to Selby, 18-16 to Murphy. Let us know in the comments your scoreline prediction. And Johnson has listened to Seb, who looks as though Seb and Johnson will be working together on this WrestleMania by saying that Undertaker getting involved would be superb. It's the kind of match that could bring him out of retirement. I just think any checkbook will get the Undertaker out of retirement, let's be honest.
Certainly, yeah.
Maybe just a new coffin will get him out of retirement.
Harris is saying Higgins and Selby are the same, except Higgins has excellent gamemanship. So Yuck saying... Okay, go on.
Maybe.
Yuck saying 18-16, Mike Barrett 18-15, Selby, and Jeet saying 18-15. Higgins' love for that instinct, has Harris. That's fair enough.
That's interesting, some of you. It looks as though from your predictions, Mike and Ratchet saying that there could be probably 4 more frames then.
Johnson saying I'm not convinced by Higgins' integrity. match fixing was quite immoral. Was slightly immoral. Oh,
Yeah,
match fixing is more than just slightly immoral.
I think with John Higgins, yes, he's still on the tour, but I don't think there's many that really cheer him on when he comes into the Crucible. I've noticed anyway. As I said, he's a lucky boy.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would have been happy to. I mean, I remember he actually won the World Championship in, I think it was 2011, and I think he cried because it was obviously some recovery, and it was in the same year that Alex Higgins passed away, which I think he was quite close to Alex Higgins. So it was quite a big moment in snooker.
Mm-hmm. See, it's staying reasonably tight in this opening part of the frame.
Oh, we're not going to have a re-rack, are we? We've had so many, I've lost count. Not in this frame, but in the final.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, Johnson. Oh, Ultimo reckons it'll be 18-14. Arif Gill saying 17 and 17 final frame deciding. I wish Murphy will win the final. Put a bet on it, Arif. Who knows? The odds on that must be pretty big if they exist.
Put a bet on what? You say
on the
17-17.
prediction.
Who to win though? Who to win though?
Surely Higgins, from what Arif's saying.
Well, Higgins isn't going to win this.
So, oh yeah, he's taken over my head. Shaun Murphy, that is. Can you imagine though if Murphy did get it to 17 all and then lost still? It'd be like, well, that was pointless.
It'd be even worse, wouldn't it? Than
I think it'd be. I think it would hurt. Yeah, I think it would hurt more than losing like 18-14, because at least it's wasn't really in your hands at the end in a way.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, 17-17. Then whoever wins, Murphy gave us full entertainment all the way in this tournament, whereas Selby just gave torture. Wow.
Good way. Good summary. That I quite like that.
I'm trying to find bets to see if we can get to 18-17 to Murphy, but
looks as though. Well, Herman has said Selby can't lose this final, and Mike Barrett has got in touch with him saying, Herman, that anyone can lose a final. Ask Jimmy White. Oh, don't ask him. He'll ask for some tissues. Must be, oh God, that must be so painful. 6 finals, you don't win a single one. It's the same as Andy Murray being in 5 Australian Open finals and he didn't win any of them. French Open tennis later this month, folks. We'll try and do a few watch-alongs for that.
I wish Selby wins this final because he is such a confident player. And Mike saying, Herman, anyone can lose a final. We read that. Johnson saying Selby is the type to fire in a 50 and request a re-rack. As long as it goes on for long enough.
Re-rack at 50. I might. You know what? I think I might start playing snooker and just get re-racks, because at least then I'd have made the frame go longer and then still get beaten.
He requested a re-rack yesterday.
Have you ever had a re-rack in pool?
In pool?
Can you imagine if that happened in pool?
Well, I don't think that's happened right often.
I'd love to see it just for one-off occasion. The worst thing though about pool is that you think you've won when you get to the black and then your white goes in. That's the worst feeling.
Then you shouldn't have got to that stage.
Our mutual friend Harry Wright, his dad has got a couple of videos on his YouTube channel of Harry losing because the black went in with the white. It's so funny. I need to ask him for the link. I'll have to send you it.
The way your dad puts on videos saying my son losing it because he put the white in.
It's just brilliant.
The thumbnail is just perfect.
Still 0-0 here in a. At least there's more action in this frame than there was between United and Liverpool yesterday.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Mike saying it would not happen in pool. That's what I was thinking. It just wouldn't happen in pool, would it?
Oh yeah, I know it wouldn't, but I'll just laugh if it somehow did, just this one-off occasion. You know,
Yeah.
bucket list moment kind of thing.
Because, well, anyway,
We got Port Moresby getting in touch again in Russian. Let me translate your message. Saying if Selby wins, it will be a log of under Kampen. I don't know. I do apologise if it's not translating exactly what you're saying, but I sadly can't speak Russian. I know I will get it sorted. I will take on those tests if I ever have to go there. I wonder what is the hardest language in the world.
this is probably going to be the next frame of the night, right?
It feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's not really anything on here for Selby, and he's got it, the cue ball next to the bottom left pocket at the moment. Yeah, Johnson's actually said that Selby isn't Jimmy White. Yeah.
No, we all know that.
Yeah,
I don't think that was in doubt.
At least Selby could say he's won it 3 times.
There we go. That's the Jimmy we know. Selby's just taking his time with the white over the bottom pocket there.
There was one famous night for Mark Selby when he won it for the second time in 2016. Not just because I was there, but it was on the same night when Leicester won the league after Chelsea got that draw against Spurs. So on the same night, you had Leicester winning the league first, and then about half an hour later, Selby won the World Snooker Championship. So all in one night, Leicester had a great night because of a snooker player and because of their Premier League team.
And is Selby going to take a shot anytime soon?
I mean,
Oh my
Seb,
God.
that's a rhetorical question, right? It's nearly 2 minutes, the shot time. My God. I've got nothing. I mean, come on, Mark. Literally, after all that, he's literally put it back where it was.
It's a really good safety, actually.
It is a great safety, but why is it taking him that long?
Actually, there's still the red on there. Well, not on for a pot, but it's not snookered.
Anil Jaswal saying, "What's the score? Someone tell me." It's on the title of the video and the scoreboard below me and Seb on the screen, which is.
It is really 0 points to 0 in this frame. It's not updating. It just is 0 points to 0.
And if anyone is wondering, it's from the World Snooker website, and it refreshes normally around 30 seconds each time. So, but yeah, as Seb said, there's nothing going on at the moment.
Oh, nothing whatsoever. And
And this is exactly what Seb said for this frame, which was Selby to play the long game with this one, just because of what happened in the last frame.
when you lose the frame, he makes sure that he's not going to lose another one.
He might have left Selby a straight shot in the middle here if he wants to go for it.
Seb with the jokes, like as if it's unusual. Will he take? I think he'll take on the red. Go for it, Selby. Go for it. Take a chance. Does.
And he's got it.
Shot.
And this is where Murphy has to be feeling a bit squeaky, because if he concedes this frame, he's got to somehow win every single frame.
Yeah.
Seems like too much of a task in my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Piyush saying Selby slowing the speed of the game down on purpose now, intentionally pushing the red on the back end of the table. He knows Murphy can't beat him in multiple visits every time. Exactly. Murphy needs one go at the table to win. If Selby keeps making him come back, then he's got him where he wants. Even from the get-go, he's had Murphy where he wants him.
Yeah.
And Greg saying, can we agree the Undertaker as a ghost? People in WWE have tried to kill the man. He keeps coming back from the dead. Can't kill a ghost. It's all fake, WWE. It's all fake, so it's not real.
It is? I didn't know.
Mike Barrett saying he's got it. Arif saying, hopefully me or my Fahad will contest WSC next year from Pakistan, as we are praying and practicing very hard.
Nice.
Nice.
11.
Selby is in line. Red wine will get better with time, I guess. Nice poetry.
12.
The score is down below. It should be updating. I'm guessing it is. All in good time.
Ro Gonsole Console says, "Come on, Shaun," in capital letters with at least 1 million exclamation points.
At least.
19.
I quite like this statement from Harris. The only gentleman of this game is Neil Robertson. For a professional, but lack that instinct to perform on big stage. Yeah, well said.
Yeah, but is that gentleman-like because you can't perform on the big stage, or is there more reason to it?
Maybe. I do think there is, in some sports, you will have certain players that are good enough to make it as a living and have one or two moments where they win stuff, but I think sadly you've got to change your game, haven't you, if you want to be into the next step, which players maybe like Neil Robertson you don't see, but at least Neil Robertson can say he's just like Shaun Murphy and Mark Selby, which is having the Triple Crown on the waistcoat to say you've done the circuit. So, but of course, the more you win, the more prolific you become.
Obviously, yes.
It's like Seb True, the more quiffs you have, the more remembered you'll be in the history of YouTube watch-alongs.
All right. That's the goal. That's the
23.
pinnacle.
Selby would wish he was on Seb True's level at quiffs.
Well,
Do let us know at home, how much do you rate Seb True's hair out of 10? Do let us know in the live chat.
24.
Out of 10.
That's a dangerous game there, Jamie.
Why not? Because anything but Mark Selby is more entertaining. He's going for the blue.
Now. Yeah, he's going for the blue.
He is going for them, yeah.
Well, that was an easy shot on the blue. He stepped up well, so...
Now
No
there's
concern
3
there.
reds at the top, so yeah, the reds really off spread around.
Yeah.
29.
He's on a break of 29. He's going to go for one of the top reds here. This match has 2 frames left at least, this one and the next one if Selby wins, so we could be in for an early finish. Well, I say early finish, I think we've had a decent, at least a couple of hours of snooker. He's got the green. Murphy can't do anything, he's just watching on. And that must be the worst feeling in a World Snooker Final, when it's the last, you know, when they win the frame, you know, the match deciding frame. It must be horrible to just sit there and just see it happen and think, where did it go wrong?
Well, it didn't. Selby's a good player. So,
Oh yeah. But like, a lot of players are very competitive, though, aren't they? In their head, thinking it's somewhere where they went wrong. Even though, as you say, you can look at it as a neutral's perspective and just think, look, Selby's a good player, no shame in that. But the thing is, though, Shaun Murphy's such a professional, isn't he? In terms of the way he speaks, which I'm sure we'll see when the match finishes.
Yeah.
Because they normally interview both players on the stage when it's done.
39.
Yeah, Needs reds now should all be good, easy enough for him to get in. It's a good shot, but I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't doubt Selby now in this frame.
Yeah, I feel like he's got this in the bag. He's got the black. Now on 47 with 7 reds to go.
You know, Robertson is desperate when he keeps that Barnet in the hope of it brings him luck at Worlds. You know, Venice, I don't know. Is he doing that for luck, or is he doing that because he genuinely thinks the hairdressers aren't open yet?
48.
Going for the black. Bottom right corner. simple shot. 55-0 in this frame.
Mike Barrett says Selby is making me feel sick.
I can't take any more Selby.
I think that's the thing with Mark Selby. He isn't everyone's cup of
56.
tea.
No, he really isn't.
The Let's Talk Sport cat has entered the building.
There's
Hello, Audrey.
If he gets this black in, 67 remaining on the table,
Audrey, come here.
and he's got 63. So yeah, this looks routine now.
We've got the
63.
Let's Talk Sport cat coming over to take over my table. Audrey, do you want to take over my seat? No, tail's coming right past the camera.
64.
Where are you going?
And for the blue,
Come here. Sorry about this, folks, but when the cat needs attention, she needs attention.
69 and 59
69.
remaining on the table. So needs a foul now if Murphy wants to win this realistically. And he's on a 70 break, so not too bad. Oh yeah, Audrey's really on the desk.
She certainly likes to. She always sleeps on my lap when I'm doing work. She's just daft, this one. But yes, she is the Let's Talk Sport cat. You do see her in the background sleeping when we're live streaming. But tonight she's decided to sleep on my lap.
And he's just got the brown in. That's a 74 break.
Greg Livingstone asking, Jamie, how old is your cat? You know what? I don't
74.
actually know. She's at least 9, I'd say. We got her off somebody else because they couldn't have her anymore because they were moving to a flat that they weren't allowed pets for. So we took her in.
Selby's going to take this frame now, no problem. 2 reds remaining on the table. Can he get position on them? Oh, he made that awkward. He's stuck up right onto the red. Can he get that into the middle pocket? He should do.
80.
I can't see on my small screen how close it is to the red. One red remaining on the table. 81 break.
81.
So it's going to be 17-13.
Let me get the snooker back on. There we go.
You've not seen this break from.
No, from even though he's getting, what is he on? Break of 88, is it?
Johnson saying, may I say Selby is playing a little fast for my liking in this frame. He's in danger of breaking the 30-minute mark.
87.
Gilgood.
That's just taking the mick.
Calm down. He's already got the stick out. He's not waiting around, Selby. He wants to go home.
Yeah, exactly. When you're that close, you just want to, in a way, he just wants a beer, I think. They normally do have a after tournament party, which I was at when I went in 2016, but I don't know if they can, because of
93.
course you can't. I'd imagine they can't, because of restrictions, because you can only drink outside at the moment, so I'd imagine not, but I'm not sure.
95.
But either way, he'll want a beer, and just, of course, let's not forget, he's got his daughter. That's not
98.
actually in the Crucible watching, but she has come to stay with her and him and Vicky in Sheffield. Nicely done there, Selby. You can hear the applause, and that really pretty much means he's won away from a 4th World Championship. He's just got the blue and now just the pink and the black.
107.
That pink in the middle, great shot. And he set himself up for the black.
113.
I need
Mark Selby,
a bit of
120
championship training. First century of the match. Yeah. Is you sure it's the first century of the match?
No, I don't think it
No,
is.
no, it's
No, he had a
not.
107 earlier, I
First
think.
century of the session, yes, but not of the match.
No, not the match. He had one this afternoon, I think.
He had one yesterday as well, just about.
So he's gone to the toilet again. He does drink a lot of water, Mr. Selby.
Oh well, if that you've got to have something for that concentration.
And I think it would be interesting if they had beer. And just see if they can still hit it straight. Shaun Murphy. Actually, I think Shaun Murphy and Mark Selby are the same age. 37.
I think Mark Selby's 38.
Oh, okay. Oh, so what? Selby older than Murphy?
No, 37. And 38 for Murphy, sorry. Murphy's 38. Selby's 37. There we go. That makes more sense.
Yuck, Lewing saying century, finally.
Just Murphy waiting around. The camera's really panning into him. It's almost horrible to see.
Yeah, it is. And it was 6 years ago. He was last in a final, which he was runner-up to Stuart Bingham. Yeah, let's not forget, Stuart Bingham was close. He was playing Selby up to the very end.
Yeah, 15-17. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we're saying. Love Eminem, enemy. Sorry, we corrected ourselves. Murphy is 38. Selby's 37. Yeah. But Bingham really gave him a good game, taking the lead at some point. And just right at the end, Selby getting back into it.
So could this be the final frame of the 2021 World Snooker Championship? It's Murphy to break. I think for the fans, they'd love to see at least a couple more frames if Murphy wins this one. But
Yeah, I'm not sure about
We'll
that
see.
break again.
yeah, if Selby
Okay,
can
he's,
get
he's up
that
against the
long one-
cushion, but Selby, if he's feeling confident, he can get that red in the bottom left. He's not going to go for it though. It's Selby.
He's done one or two today, I guess. He's gonna go for it.
Oh, and he's
From what
missed
the
it. He
camera
has
has
gone for it. He has gone for it. And he's missed it.
Wait a minute, you're ahead of me. The hell's going on?
Oh. I don't know. 1985 final, never had a century. Okay. Was that Ronnie in the previous frame? And he's missed it. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh no!
Missed it. It's hanging right over the pocket. Oh. He's just eyebrows up, you know. Oh well. At least I tried. That was a painful one.
That was just like the black we saw, didn't it, this afternoon?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like that. Sorry, I better let this cat out. She wants to go out now.
Well, Selby will get this in.
One.
Damn, Murphy, what was that? It was a tough one. It was a tough one. So,
Yeah, Mike Bouts just said, "Damn Murphy, what was that?"
yeah, as I was saying, it's a tough one, but now he's on for the pink, Selby. Yeah. That's now for Selby to win.
This is going one way now, sadly.
If I put 500 quid on
7.
Selby to win, I'll win 500. I'll get 505 back.
Well, go on then.
Oh, and he's missed that red. He's missed
Go
that
on then.
red.
You may as well. It's a fiver more that you would have had before.
It's £5 in the pocket, right?
Yeah, surely.
Why don't I just put a million on while I'm at it? You know?
God. And that's when you expect it to just somehow go wrong. Huh. Men Noob V2's just put rest in peace.
Yeah.
Well, Murphy's just got a red.
Yeah. It still looks unlikely though. Mike Barrett saying Murphy got a chance here. He's got a chance at a frame, but 17 to 14 is still a long deficit.
Yeah, I
I
can't
don't
see
see it happening.
I think people have got to realise just how good Selby can be, even if it's not the style we like to watch.
The next 10 for the next 6 frames, thinking that Selby will
Lose all of them.
lose all of them. Yeah. That's your lot, guys. Terminator Selby has it. Yeah. Oh no, the odds have just gone up, so I'll put £500 on. I'll get 505 back with another 50 pence.
Well, there you go. More of a
Okay,
reason
that's
to do it.
50 pence in the pocket, right?
And then imagine if you had just put the bet in now, right, Seb, and then you see Murphy win this frame, you go, oh.
Mike's
Here we
saying
go.
I'm in the frame, so yeah, he's got a chance in the frame. And he set up the black really well. Faultless. So it seems like Greg has got a really expensive Russian blue cap.
They are
Silver
silly.
and bloody expensive.
Have 2 of them 1 week old. £1,000 each.
Heavy.
God.
Heavy.
Why? What a waste. if you want my opinion.
Selby is worth a 10,000k bet, a 10k bet. Yeah.
Are you going to do that, Johnson? Bet responsibly.
Don't bet the cat. Please don't.
Don't bet the cat. Yeah, don't bet the cat. She's gone. She's left me again. Just like any woman. Anyway.
250 back. You place 10,000 on him.
What's the odds on Murphy more like?
Actually, they've just gone up.
Yeah, he's just...
Get 300 back.
He's on 27, so he's 20 ahead of Selby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's on 32. Get the blue in. Well, has got the blue in.
Of course, folks, we hope to do more snooker watch-alongs in the future. Of course, there'll be a bit of a quiet time now in the snooker season, with it normally being the end of this season. But if you do want to see us do some senior snooker this weekend coming, do let us know in the comments. I was thinking maybe Stephen Hendry maybe this weekend. We'll see. I'll have to have a look at the fixtures, but they're very short fixtures. I think the best is like 7 frames or something like that. So
Selby wins, I buy a car, says Michael. Sharp.
what kind of car, Michael? Did you put a bet on him?
Yeah. Selby's like the Terminator. He'll not stop until you're dead. And when Murphy does get time on the table, Selby just says, "I'll be back."
I'll be honest. The Terminator films I just never really got into.
No, neither did I.
I thought they were a bit boring. I
Shaun
think I enjoyed the
Murphy,
third one more than the second one.
I can't remember them. I'm too young. Too young for those.
He's quite old these days, though, folks.
Oh,
Don't let that face fool you.
49.
We still haven't heard anyone rate Seb's hair out of 10. Do put it out of 10
no need,
in the
no
live
need,
chat.
No need. Feel awkward, Jamie, just asking.
Mr. Hamid Mazar 99 saying, Selby wins, I will give treat to my friends. What kind of treat would that be?
75 still remaining on the table,
56.
so...
Oh, God, Johnson. saying I've already got 500 on
57.
him for semi stand to win 450. Might throw another 5k at it. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
That's if you can.
That's some bet.
That's what all of us can, you know. 7-1 odds, and I took it at the start of the tournament. Good shout, that. Good shout.
Yeah. The one player I didn't
63.
expect to win it this year was Ronnie. But I didn't put a bet on who I would have thought. I was thinking towards Yod Trump, to be honest.
He was the lowest odds, right, to win. So.
I think so. But he had a good season. Well, Murphy's definitely made
70.
sure there's one more frame left in this. He's on, in terms of the maths, he's won this frame.
And Selby will get the next one.
Yeah,
71.
you'd think.
$77. 78.
Now on
So
78.
it's 78 break. Can you get a century here? You hope so, just for the end of the match.
Yeah.
85.
It'll get interesting if he got to 15,
86.
16 frames, Murphy.
Maybe.
He has to get to 15 to make it a little bit pressurising for Selby in my eyes.
Yeah, it's 17-14 is still
92.
isn't good, close enough. Johnson saying Seb could launch OnlyFans with that haircut.
93.
What's OnlyFans?
You don't know what OnlyFans is?
No.
Oh my! It's the new thing that let's just say a lot of women on the internet are making money by selling us their content.
100.
Oh, God.
Is
It's
that
basically
you-
another porn website.
Yeah, you pay to see whichever one of your favourite women, whatever it is.
Shaun Murphy 100. And the frame.
Well, he's got 100. And it'll be at least one more frame to keep the final going. But will that be Murphy's last frame win? If not, then it could make things interesting. But he is now down by 17-14 to Selby. Selby still just needing that one more frame to claim his 4th World Championship. Unless Murphy tries to spoil the party. Has his bid begun? We'll see, but me and Seb are still expecting Selby to win this, and I'm sure many of you at home are as well.
Still expect Selby to win, but it's not to say that this is over in the next frame, right?
Exactly. I think he just needs to get to. If there's going to be any upset, Murphy has to win. Has to get to the 16 frames. Then that's when you're going to feel like this could be anyone's. But he still needs to win the next 2 frames for me.
Oh well, of course he does, because if he doesn't win the next 2 frames, then he's lost it. So.
Good point, Seb. Good point, Seb. I never thought of that.
He needs to win the next 2 frames. Well, yeah, there's one more frame for Selby to take it.
Some of you have said at home it's going to be a 17 all affair.
I think that's a bit ambitious. 18, 15 is possible. But I don't think it will be 17 all. And Selby, again, might drag this frame out.
Thank you. The 32nd frame. Mark Selby to break. Quiet, please.
But as Seb did mention earlier, at least this is a final where the scoreline has kind of been close compared to other finals that we've had recently.
Well, it'll be one of the closest finals in 3 years, at least. Johnson saying, Seb, no homo, I'd subscribe to your OnlyFans. I feel honoured. I'd subscribe to yours. Let's go to support both ways. Safra's voice artist win this frame, Selby. I think he will.
Yes.
I won't put big money on it. And
Not
'cause
$5
you
grand.
Don't know, you don't know. Yeah, exactly. I'd put good money on Selby to win it, the whole thing, but not the frame. It's a bit.
Yeah.
This is going to be dragged out. And Greg's saying, Jamie, the reason the cats are expensive is because of the breed of them. Well, I guess so. I mean, imagine if you got a big cat for £1,000. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? I just sneezed. Look, you sneezed. You sneezed. You can't escape it.
I've got bloody well Selby disease there, which is watching too much of Selby. Actually, I must nip to the loo.
same score when Hendry came back against Jimmy, remember? Oh, and Murphy just can't close the gap. Well, Murphy, how many? He hasn't got 3 in a row all game. So I doubt it's going to happen now, right? Oh, what a shot. Oh, what a shot. Oh, it's a good shot. One of the Reds just in between the pack, and he's got it into the bottom right corner. Yes, really good from Murphy there. And Murphy needs this frame. He needs to win all the frames if he's got any chance of being world champion. Brown for the top right corner should be, yeah, easy for him. Something is coming, Selby. First ball pot, Selby. Well, that was wrong. It was Murphy in the end.
5.
Selby must be doing another poo. He's not been in a couple of frames now. Come on, Selby. Come on,
6.
Selby. And you never know. You've seen that, Jamie. We got Johnson saying Selby must be doing another poo. He's not been in a couple of frames.
Sorry, I left my mic off. Oh, Murphy.
You didn't see that first pot from Murphy. What a play was in the red.
At least we've had that in the final.
Thirteen.
That was some pot there.
If there's someone on YouTube that makes compilations of long shots from Murphy in this final, I'd like to rewatch all of them because they were
just
great
tried
to
canning
watch.
it. He attempted the cannon.
Oh, I've just seen it. Oh,
Ouch, ouch.
that would have been.
Selby can
Oh,
get
he's
that.
left him as well.
Yeah, Selby can get
That
that.
might be it, you know.
Safra is saying who posted the first red, who pot the first red. In this frame, it was Murphy. Jamie has the weak. Jamie has her bladder as weak as any person I know.
It's nearly as bad as Mark Selby's, isn't it? And there is Seb now trying to rub it in by drinking his water without any consequences. Archie says,
Right.
"Come on, Selby, the leg end."
Rishab saying, M. Jude Trump fan. Second Ronnie, then Selby. I'm a Trump fan. I think he's really good. I think he's entertaining as well.
Ooh, Selby's messed up. He got the red,
Yes.
but he's set up for the black is not good.
No, he's not done well there. He knows he hasn't done well there.
No.
And the odds are slowly going up for Selby to win. Get that 500 bet on. You'll get 20 back.
Seb's betting tips live on Let's Talk Sport.
I haven't got that much in my account to bet 500, but go on.
We need to get a betting company sponsoring us.
And if we put a bet on to see what the fun. Oh, when he's played safe Selby, of course, yes.
Foul. And a miss.
Oh, it's a foul.
Mark Selby 1, Shaun Murphy 6.
Are you sure?
Back.
Yeah, apparently it's a foul. I wonder if he hit the pink first.
No, it can't be a foul.
He can't. Why is that a foul?
Oh, no, wait, no. He popped the red and he hit the red first. Sorry, yeah. He went for the pink and he hit the red.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely lost track of where we were.
Pink ball.
And he's going for it again, yeah. Well, he has to. Yeah.
He's got to get it this time.
Yeah, no problem.
Well,
Jamie to win this frame. I agree there. Jamie's fit. I want to win this frame.
in terms of our commentary battles, yeah, fair enough. In terms of haircuts, I think Seb wins by that.
Yeah, this is
Another
going to be
safety.
it's going to be a cagey affair.
Touching
Touching
ball.
ball. Just heard that from no one.
I watched a great video the other day, Neil Folds versus Jimmy White in a mini pool table competition in the staff room at Eurosport. And it was actually quite a good match to watch. And Colin Murray said, this is a table that could be bought at a nearby WH Smith store.
Colin Murray, always making the moment great.
He is great, isn't he? Especially when he was on Match of the Day.
Really? You liked him?
Yeah, the Irish in him.
Hit and miss for me.
Yeah, I think he was for many.
Yeah.
He was on TalkSport Breakfast for a few years, but then the Sun bought TalkSport and then he left because of that. He didn't want any part of it.
Okay. How safe has Selby made this? Not too safe. Yeah. Nothing on for Murphy. Is he going to go for it, the pot here? I think he is.
Now or never, isn't it?
Oh, no. Oh. Oof.
Wait, what's he going for? Oh.
Went for the red. I thought he was going for the red on the right.
Yeah, I did. That's why I was a bit surprised. I thought he miscued it, but
I didn't think he miscued it. I couldn't properly see the angle to which he was shooting at. I thought he was going to go for the red on the far right there and get it in the bottom right.
yeah.
I guess he's gone safe.
Murphy can't avoid. So I can't afford another frame against him. Otherwise, he is out.
Oh, and he's missed it, Selby.
Ooh.
Fouled it.
Foul. Number miss.
Is this where the pressure
Oh,
starts to grow?
Selby's bottling it.
Which, it's a couple of times now in one frame, which we haven't seen yet in this final from Selby.
Two fouls in one frame, yeah.
Mr. Fragrance says, why in every match I want Selby to win? Don't know why.
Do you have
You're
money
gonna
on
have
him?
You know what? You know what I'd say to that, Mr. Fragrance? You need to find yourself and figure that out. And Shaun Murphy showing it how it's done there by getting that red that Selby couldn't.
But he's put a bit of an angle on that red to the right. I think it's safe enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Selby's just looking and no, it's not going to go. So this is the derby of inversed initials. So it's MS to SM. I'm on my last legs here.
I'm just glad the tournament's finishing. That's all I'm saying. And I'm joking. This is the wow. Yeah. And actually, Mark Selby's proven that he's won two Marky Mark derbies on his way to this final. Mark Allen and Mark Williams. Let's not forget.
And those coming in those two matches coming in succession.
Mike Barrett says, I must admit, I didn't think this match would be so close. I thought Selby would win more easy. Yeah, don't know. That opening session when Shaun Murphy led, it did kind of reminded you of why he was in the final to begin with.
Before we know it, it'll be 17-15.
Is that what Ramji's saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
All
It
I'd say
does
is
seem
just
possible.
keep trying to win a frame and see what happens. You
Yeah.
just never know. You've got nothing to lose, Shaun.
Sure,
Nothing to lose.
nothing to lose, exactly.
You've got to take that, put that in your mindset, really. Selby's got a chance here to go for the red on the bottom left pocket. Which, it's a long one, but I think he's more thinking about if he does go for it, where's he going to leave the cue ball? Ramji's... adding to what he said by saying it all depends on nerves. Yeah, absolutely. Selby was 16-14 ahead once upon a time, a few months back, and he lost. And he's missed it. Now, has he left himself? And I think he has. He's left him a straight red diagonally to the top right corner. That's if he wants to take that. I mean, if Shaun Murphy would like any tips, do join us on the watch along via your mobile phone. And Ramji's pretty much been saying what I just said then. Take one frame at a time. Exactly. Exactly. Got to just look at it and think, maybe there is a chance. And he's just popped that red. So Murphy on 24, Selby on 1. Still a lot to go, but one shot at a time,
Especially
I
in
guess.
this frame. There's still a lot in this frame to go.
I wonder how Murphy will be feeling right now, because he knows that this could be his last visit to the table if it doesn't go to plan.
Yeah.
Weird feeling.
Need to get every shot right.
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 Ian, right.
One of those things in the language where you repeat the same word twice, but with genuine reason to do so.
Yeah.
Come on, Murphy. Here's your chance for another frame. It is. This is a chance for a frame.
He's got, oh, what a shot on the black. Nicely done. Basic shot, but just the placement of making sure the red's got out the way to get that cue ball position for this red here for the left
Yeah, and
pocket.
he's got placement on the black again.
13.
Oh, if he wins this frame, who knows? Who knows, folks? Imagine though. I mean, it's still early days. There's still a lot of him to, even if he does win this frame, still a lot to do. But you know, imagine the headlines in the morning if somehow Selby lost
20.
this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hard to come
This
back from
will
that.
hurt. Yeah, it will hurt.
21.
This is the first time in a while that if he is to get this frame, this is the first time in a while they have 2 successive frames in the bag.
This is it though. Like, this is what I mean. Like, Selby's made sure he's picked up one here and there, but hasn't gone on to keep the momentum going. And we see that in snooker. It's all about patches
28.
at the World Championship. Every player has a bad and a good patch.
This is what Selby's done well. Take away momentum.
29.
Oh, the black. That's a tight angle.
Is he going to go for it? He is.
Is he actually?
He is going to go for it, yeah. He's got it. He's got
Oh,
it.
wow. Oh, what a shot. Fair play. Harry Gupta says, I'm still with Murphy.
26.
83 still on the table, 58 ahead.
Well, I'll put my hands up, folks. If Murphy somehow turned it around, I was one of those that doubted him and saying it wouldn't happen. So I'm not going to take the credit if he did turn it round.
But if you were to put your money on one to bottle, it'd be more Murphy than Selby.
From what we've seen, especially today.
So we're just talking irrelevant of the scoreline right now.
Yeah.
But now that the scoreline still favours Selby,
Yeah. I love it how for the final, it's 35 frames, and they just went, let's just add 2 more from the semis. It just makes me laugh. It's like, let's just add 2 more. We won't go crazy. The snooker years and years ago used to be over 100 frames. You've got it.
he's on the block.
Oh, we should do.
37.
That won't be easy.
Yeah, I think he can get that black. If he doesn't, Selby's on. No, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, what a shot. Got to hand it to Murphy. That black's been challenging him in this frame, and he's taken it with both hands.
44.
66 ahead, 75 remaining. It looks like the frame might be his.
What do you think, folks? Is the comeback on?
comeback is well and truly on.
Can he get this red? Yes, of course he can. The way he's been playing with those shots.
25.
Murphy, not Murphy. Selby looking a bit uncomfortable all of a sudden in his chair. So he's won statistically, he has won the frame.
They
48.
don't concede now, though, with what, 4 reds still on the table.
Yeah,
No.
49.
but we all know what Selby's like.
Yeah,
If
we
he
won't
gets a
concede
chance
it.
to do anything to do a safety.
Yeah, and you can force the fouls from him. Greg saying he's stopping betting on the because he bet on American horse racing 66 to 1,
56.
Saturday 100 to 1, yesterday 500 to 1. All of them came short on the finish line by a nose.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
57.
Especially the 500 to 1.
If Selby can lose 16 to 14, imagine if he lost 17 to 14.
This is it though. This is what I was mentioning before. It's happened.
Mike's saying he might be too late.
64.
Well,
65.
at this rate, we're going to get one more frame after this. Again, as I said in the frame before.
At
At least one more frame.
Some terrific shots though in this frame.
Yeah, just when he's needed it.
Yeah, he's upped his game.
But as Mike has said, is it too late? We'll
70.
see.
Oh, good shot on the red in the middle.
Oh,
Ooh, he's overhit it. He's overhit it down the blue.
71.
could go for the yellows, maybe.
Eyes, no, blue in the box. Shot.
Yeah.
$76.
He looks relaxed as well, doesn't he? He's got that face of, look, I'll see what I'll do.
77.
And again, if he can clear up the table here, momentum's on his side. And it's whether or not he can continue this. He's got the pink, and now he'll go for the usual order of starting at the yellow to clear the table.
So he can get a 109 break here. If he gets his all in.
83. 85.
Yellow down.
$88.
And now he's on the blue.
92.
Only got the pink and the black remaining.
I think this will be the highest break, won't it?
In
No,
the tournament?
no, I don't know what the highest one of the
No,
tournament
it
is.
was Murphy.
97.
Murphy 144.
Oh, right. So, yeah. Sorry, yeah, we did talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
And there goes the pink.
103.
He's back in. Yeah. And the black team.
Nicely done.
Nice.
And you can hear it.
And how to get back into the match, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a
Considering the position
statement.
he's in, right?
That's a statement
So-
from Murphy. That's a message to Selby to just go, look, it's still yours, but
Too
got
little
to
too late.
take them.
Too little too late, right?
Oh.
I'd say that. Okay, good comeback. He does that earlier, then Selby's shaking. I think with one frame to win, then he's not too worried. I wouldn't. I can't see Murphy winning
Like I
the
said,
next 2 frames.
if Murphy gets to 16, that's when I said before, that's when I think it's anyone's.
Oh, of course.
And I'll be delighted to update the score. So our watch along will continue a bit longer, folks. So Selby's been on match point for the last 2 frames. Murphy taking
Yeah.
both of them.
That's the 3rd time in the whole match that Murphy's got 2 consecutive frames. And it was some timing. Ramage saying there's still a chance for Murphy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Slim one at that. There's still a chance.
People do go on about Hendry doing it once to Jimmy White. Here we go then, frame 33.
Thank you. The 33rd frame. Shaun Murphy to break.
So 3 frames left of this
Thank you.
final in terms of if it went all the way, or is it just one more frame to go? It's Murphy to break, and he should comfortably get that behind the yellow. Well,
It's Murphy.
onto
He's
the
making
left.
this a great final, isn't he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's not been tight or anything, but Murphy's definitely made sure it's been good to watch.
And
Sorry, but
might
Selby
pop this.
has.
He's
Oh,
gonna. Oh, he's missed it.
has he? Again?
Yeah, he's missed that.
And he
one.
had this last frame, didn't he? This similar shot. And you can hear the crowd, you know, they want to get under Selby's skin.
And they might be doing so
They'll
efficiently.
do any. Yeah. There's a red here that he could go for the middle pocket.
I'm not. Has he got the angle on that? Is the yellow in the way? Oh,
he's
he's let
missed it.
Selby on. Oh,
Oh, that's a shame.
he knows he's left it on for him.
Just
there.
because of that bloodied kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a shame if it's to be. Could that be his last visit, folks? Still a lot of reds in the pack, so maybe not.
And Selby's not exactly confident in the last few.
But they do say as well, don't they, Seb? If they haven't been to the table for a while, they're a bit cold, aren't they? You know, it's just getting themselves back in the rhythm as well. He's got the black.
Yeah, he's got the black. Right corner.
3 reds separated from that pack at the moment, and the camera's focusing on the trophy, which normally means this
I
could
think
be
it's
it.
going to him. And Dick Johnson saying, like Ronnie said, Selby will make Murphy want to have a break from snooker for a year.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ronnie did have a break for a year, then somehow get to next year's final. Just because that's Ronnie O'Sullivan. I mean, this is a man who's made his own cookbook. Yep. I haven't got a copy, but he does sell one. It's bizarre.
Oh, he didn't cook.
How's he had time to cook? He's on a table all the time.
I thought he was on Sunday brunch and he said he didn't cook. Well, there was something like that. Yeah. The finish
Maybe.
line was 1 furlong away for Selby. Now it's 3 furlongs. I think Selby's got this. I
70.
think
Yeah,
Selby's got this now.
he's...
Because maybe before after the break, I'd have thought Selby might want to slow it down a bit. Now
Yeah.
that Selby has trailed in the last 2 frames, I think he wants to get this over with now.
Exactly. He's
Doesn't
just
want
looked
it-
up to
the more
this.
it trails, the more he feels Murphy breathing down his neck.
I think he's just looked up to Vicky in the stands as well. Kind of a hint of this could be it.
Yeah, I think. Simple touch there on the reds and now on the blacks multiple times.
It'd be interesting how he does with this black.
Blacks in the bottom corner. Good enough position. Those reds are all together there.
Which could stop him.
30.
Now there's one that's going to open from there. Yeah, no worries.
31.
Ronnie liked to put the tournament he'd play. What do you think about that, Jamie and Seb? What do you mean? You like to put the tournament? No.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean there.
Do you think you'll win the tournament next year? Is that what you're saying? Mike said
Oh.
he said 18 to 15. Fair enough, and I think it will be 18 to 15 now. Graham, get your money on Ronnie next year. Sahish Shnu saying, I think after Henry Williams' final, this is the most interesting
38.
final. I think it
It's
is
a
interesting,
statement.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pagan saying 18-16, it's rigged. Okay.
Thing is, though, like I say, I can't remember the last time it's been a tight final like this. I can't remember.
3 years ago, maybe.
I would have,
I
yeah,
think it was
20.
Henry Williams, as you mentioned, 3 years ago.
No, Henry didn't play 3 years ago.
No, I'm getting the wrong guy then. I mentioned
Williams
before.
played Higgins.
That's the one. I'm getting confused, yeah.
Because Wiggins in that time was playing
Yeah.
3 finals in a row, wasn't he? He didn't
Yeah,
win
that's
any
the
of them.
one. I'm getting
Which
names
must have
confused.
hurt.
Williams and Higgins, there was about... I don't know how many, but it was tighter than this.
It was great to see Mark Williams win again.
Mhm.
And then he was naked in a press conference afterwards. What a guy.
What a character.
Yeah. His hairline's bizarre, isn't it?
Over a minute shot time here. He's going to take on the red in the middle there.
It's at
The
the
top
minimum
corner.
of 1 minute.
Oh, he's missed it.
Oh!
This
Has he left him? You can hear that roar. It's got louder.
Sunil saying Jamie looks sober. Congrats, Jamie, you look sober.
What, have I been drunk, Sunil, in this? I haven't had a beer in over a week. I don't know if that's good or bad. He's got the red, so...
He's got the red.
Oh, he's 30... Well, he's 37 behind, so yeah, he could do it. Oh, come on. Mega Daniel saying the most boring final. How many centuries in this match? Ha ha. Yeah, there hasn't been many, has there?
Oh, but they're up in some. Not sure how many. Oh, he's got that red in.
He's got
Just one black.
setting up for the black. I'm actually nervous. Because you do want to see this go longer. If he gets this, it's all of a sudden. Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, and he's got that red that can go in the middle there. Just outside the bunch.
Sunil saying Jamie now energized. Ever since that Selby miss, definitely. Go on, lad. Got the blue.
2 centuries. Yeah, I thought it'd be something like that, says Roman.
I think if Selby does lose this frame, he hasn't. That's not going to be an easy red on just above the black. I think he can still do it, but the angle isn't exactly on his side.
If he goes to 16-17, Selby... Oh, he's got the red.
Oh! He's playing like the last frame though, isn't he, Seb? The chance is there, which aren't easy for him, but he's not. He is playing like what I said. Just take every shot as it comes.
Yeah.
He's still got nothing to lose. He's still got to win every frame.
Exactly. Sunil saying Selby has himself to blame. Yep. Oh yeah.
He could go. He could go for the pink here, actually.
22.
Yeah, that green.
He's got the green in.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is why I have Seb here. He's my guidance.
Aren't we all each other's
actually,
guidance?
yeah. Actually, there is nothing there for him, is there?
There's no red for him. No. No.
That is a shame.
It's quite tense, to be fair.
Very.
Nothing he can really do there. Those reds are bunched up.
He's taking his time. He knows that this could be a big...
It could be a championship decider.
Well, he's ready. He's got the rest out. Has he got it behind the green? Yes.
Shaun Murphy, 22.
Oh, he should be okay. Still a chance for Selby, maybe. It'd be a long shot for Selby, but he can still do it. He's not snookered or anything like that.
No. I
And
understand Selby taking his time.
yeah, this is the next 3 minutes of Selby's time. Mike Bratt says he's left a red. Damn.
Yeah, but that red's not going. Is the brake still on? No, there's no real brake on. It is, as we speak, what I don't even know how many points it is. 38 to 22. Hear the laugh there. Hear the laugh.
What's that?
Yeah, hear the laugh there.
There's a laugh.
Oh, from the crowd.
Settle down now, please.
Oh.
'Cause he might have just left one on in the middle.
Oh.
Oh, he has left it on, yeah, and he's going for it. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, you can hear the crowd.
One.
Selby knows he. Oh, that was a big balls up there.
Selby has just tipped his head over as well, and in
Like as if,
response.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I wonder if that was either a good shot or just thinking, oh shit.
It was a terrible safety from Selby.
It was, and that's not like him. He's the king of safety, as we all know.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the red. Oh, this is horrible to watch. This is reminding me of Ronnie again. This is when snooker is the best.
People saying if Murphy get this, he'll win it. Mark will be the winner.
We'll see.
7.
He's got to get this frame either way, so he's got to get the next two because, let's be honest, okay, yes, Murphy has to win every frame still, but when you make it 17-all, that's when it really is, like, who's going to win?
Yeah,
Because
but
it
he
really
loses
is
on
out
the
of
last
Selby's
frame.
hands. Yeah. He's got the pink. Oh, Shaun Murphy. What a headline this would be. It'd be a shame if this somehow got to 17-all and Murphy didn't win, but even so,
13.
I can't remember the last time I watched a 17-all World Snooker Final, but we'd love to see it.
Mm.
14.
So he is now 2 behind Selby. Once he gets this black, he'll go ahead. No problem.
Come on, Mark, stop doing a Brendan Rodgers. As he does, is mesmerising.
21.
I told you, Jamie, Selby is a choker. Just imagine if Ronnie
He
passed
did
Miguel.
say. Wow, yeah.
22.
He's off the pink in the bottom right corner. He's not that far ahead, though, is he? 50 to 38.
No,
it is.
he pretty much needs to clear the table.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
2 reds and a couple of colours at least.
28.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, Ali Masood making a claim. 2014 repeating again, but this time against Selby. Not.
29.
I've just been told from OBS that we've just reconnected, folks. Only for a few seconds we were gone, so sorry about that. That'll be due to my Wi-Fi. Shaun Murphy's wife can't watch. She's got her hands to her eyes at the moment. He's got the pink. Oh my God! It's on the cushion.
Remaining. Yeah, the red
Oh,
was badly placed right.
19 ahead, 25
55.
remaining. Oh. Harry Gupta saying John Higgins is king of safety. Jamie, get your facts right. Did you just read that, Seb, or am I?
No, I didn't. Phasing saying, why is the crowd so biased against Selby?
Style of
You
play.
tell me, yeah, exactly.
It's exactly that. No one wants to watch what Selby does. There's nothing wrong with what he does. I'll say that now. But snooker, I'll say this now about snooker. Snooker's not. It's a good sport, but you need to have entertainers. Otherwise, it's very dull to watch.
Oh, he's not got it.
No.
No. He's left it over the pocket as well.
Shaun Murphy, 35.
That might be it over.
Why didn't he just hit it hard just in case?
I think he had to play safe and he didn't. This is Selby to lose now. Oh,
It was when it
such a
bounced on the
disappointing way,
cushion.
yeah.
It bounced so early, and that's when he missed.
He couldn't get it into the pocket, yeah. I think this is Selby's now. So So 35 remaining on the table, and he's only 19 behind. Selby can realistically win now. The colours
should
are all
do.
spaced out as he would want them to be spaced out.
He should do it.
He should do this now. Yeah.
Murphy.
It's a heartbreaking way to let the championship go, right?
Yeah.
1.
That blue one in the middle. Murphy knows it. It's gone.
And it's horrible, isn't it?
Selby, he's taking his time still, Selby.
Do you see him just slam the cue, though, under the table? You could hear it.
I did not hear it now.
Proper slammed it underneath.
Is Selby going to choke, though? Because no bit beyond him to choke.
I don't know.
He's without doubt favourite, yeah.
No, I can't see him doing that now.
Put the blue
He's
in.
got... If he doesn't get this right, I'll be very surprised.
Ash is saying terrible audiences.
6.
I think it is unfair when you boo a player. I really do think it's unfair. Why didn't he play safe? Well, he's lost the championship because he didn't play safe, right?
8.
Well, it's a bit much considering that he's probably going to lose by 3 frames.
I must admit, from the way Murphy was playing up until that red, I thought maybe he could get it, but I think if I was going to give it a go, I'd have hit it a bit harder just so he didn't leave him with anything.
Just so it comes back out the pocket, yeah. But then it would never have gone in if he hit it harder.
Yeah. But they're showing the replay again. And that's the horrible thing that's going to be in Murphy's head now, and he'll think about this for the next few hours if this does go out now.
It's Selby now. He's won it, I'm pretty sure of that.
Ooh, oh no, this Brown's
11.
fine. Everyone thought it was slowing down. But
Wackers Masood saying, come on, Selby, love from Pakistan. Okay. It's been 17 years, everyone wants Murphy to win it. We all did want Murphy to get back on that podium, or the top space of that podium.
16 years, not
On the
17.
microphone.
It was 2005, so 16, yes. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm always
No,
right.
he's just going for the brown. It's a simple shot. No, I don't think there's any room for error for Mark Selby. No problem.
Nah, he should still get
He
that.
should get this. He should get this, but he hasn't placed it as well as he would on that blue. Is he going to go for the bottom left pocket with it?
Is he actually?
I think he might.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. That's not simple long pot. I think he could miss this and give the game to Murphy. The frame. Oh no, he's gone for the middle. He's gone for the middle. No problem now. It looked like he was taking that down to the bottom left. And the pink's relatively easy shot.
20.
2 more pots and Selby will be world champion again.
Well, Vicky's looking a bit more happier. We can't see her smile because she's wearing a
Getting
mask.
emotional, yeah. Getting emotional.
You can tell she's she'll get the pink.
Yep.
Oh, that's over then.
Well, only 58 to 57. No, 64,
Oh, right.
64 to 57. No, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, so yeah,
No, yeah. he's
we
got
should
to
get
the
this black then.
Yeah, it's
Poor Murphy is looking. Referee having to tell the
Can you
crowd to
clear
just be.
that entrance, please?
quite rightly so.
Yep, another runner-up for Murphy.
You know the crowd laughing because of Selby taking his time again.
Selby, just take it. Come on, man, you've potted these so many times. No problem. He's done it, and Mark Selby has won his 4th Snooker World Championship. And well, he made it very nerve-wracking for Vicky and his family up in the stands, but he has done it, and they can go home very delighted indeed. But what a win that is for Mark Selby. But at least we got quite a good end there. We got a very interesting end. At least it wasn't finished up so early on this evening. But there is the official score.
We got Dan Middleton in the conversation with the Fox emoji.
He'll be happy. He's from Leicester. Both Mark and Dan are from Leicester. And so, yes, Mark Selby wins another World Championship. This is his first since 2017. He won it in 2016 as well, and his first ever time in 2014. Let's go to you, Seb. Seb, he's done it again, Mark Selby. You know, he worried that he might never get a chance again because of how long it had been. A bit of a drought for him, but he's done it.
As soon as Trump went out reasonably early, as soon as Ronnie went out early, Selby knew that he had to get the semi-final over, then the final over and done with, because I think he just wanted to win again, and it didn't care how. I like the way that Murphy really invited the game to me. He brought Selby out of his shell, shall we say. But deserved winner, Selby. He might have had the easier draw, but he got through every opponent competently and professionally. Even if people say he's not much of a professional, but he's dealt with every opponent in different ways possible, and fair play to him. Worthy champion.
Absolutely.
I think.
I mean, boring to watch, but yeah, he wins.
Well, this was the most interesting, really, because Murphy really, at the beginning of this whole game, was forcing a lot of pressure on Selby, and Selby got into it a bit midway through, got that advantage that really won him the game. But even just in those final frames there, where Murphy got 2 on the bounce, it was nerve-wracking, and I thought he might get that 3rd on the bounce, but he left him with that red over the pocket, and Selby was never going to miss from there. He was always going to take the championship home starting from there.
I think we're going to get some quotes in. Let's hear from Shaun Murphy before we hear from Mark Selby.
Are you sure what you're doing there, Jimmy?
Hey?
I can't hear anything now.
Can you not? How's that?
Back-to-back tons to go, 17, 15. But this man is just so tough.
Yeah, he's just super granite, isn't he? He's unfortunately for me, I've known him since we were 9 years of age.
Huh.
And, he's always been the same. I started the match well, and he just went into super hard mode and broke me last night. I think it was a tough lead to give him overnight, a 3-frame lead in a match of this calibre, and in the end it probably told the difference.
Shaun, we've marvelled at the way that you've engaged with the crowds. A wonderful run here, a record equalling run in that semi-final against Kyron Wilson. How much have you enjoyed being back on this big stage in front of these fans once again?
Yeah, well, a lot's been said. Life has been, very, very difficult for everybody, hasn't it, in the last 12 months? Coronavirus has affected us, in a way that none of us could have predicted. And, of course, life on tour has been, good, but difficult in a lot of ways for people who don't live on this island. Life has been quite difficult, and a lot's been made of that. But, I want to say a very deep, personal thank you to every single one of you that have bought a ticket and come over the last 17 days. Sport's nothing without the fans.
Absolutely.
And, we've been so thrilled to have everyone back this last fortnight. A full house tonight. And listen, guys, on a personal note, it's been a very tough year for me on tour, as I say. Travel restrictions and stuff like that. A lot's been made of it. But you've brought me back. Thank you.
I think this is the thing with Shaun Murphy. You can see why he represents the Players' Council, can't you? He's just got that touch. He's just got that touch.
Seasons ago, you endured possibly your worst season, and here you are not 2 years later in a Crucible final again. And I just wonder what kind of help and aid that Chris Henry has been for you in the last few months.
He's also the coach of both.
Listen, Chris and I have worked together since 2013, and he's been an integral part of my team ever since. Thank you for everything you've done in the last 8 years. You'll be sacked tomorrow. Thinks I'm joking. And no, listen, we've had a great run. We've won many tournaments. We've had some great times all over the world. Today, was as close as it got. for Team Henry, 2 players in the final. And, I'm thrilled for Mark. I'm gutted myself, but thrilled to have been part of what's been a great match.
I'm sure you are. We've got your sister Jane here, but your fan club is back in Dublin right now. Elaine and Molly and Harry, and I'm sure they're staying up late. Would you like to say hello and a message to them tonight?
Guys, you've got another 24 hours of fun before Daddy gets home.
Isn't it
Good night,
great?
Vienna.
I'd have just said go to bed.
To see this man, the magician, back on the big stage again. Congratulations, Shaun. Thank you.
I'll take it we'll be in from Mark in a minute.
And here he is, the champion of 2021. Mark, congratulations to you. What a list this is. Stephen Hendry, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Steve Davies, John Higgins, and now you. The only guys to win 4 Crucible titles. How does it feel to join that club?
Yeah, unbelievable, really. I wish you'd have come for me first, though, after Shaun's speech. I wish you'd have come to me first. I mean, how can I follow that fantastic speech? But, yeah, absolutely incredible, Every time you get to a world final, you always try that. You try your hardest because it's such a tough tournament to get there. You never know whether it's going to be your last or not. So, as I said before, to win it once against O'Sullivan for the first time was a dream come true, but to win it 4 times is just only something I can dream of.
You guys have been playing one another for over 20 years. He gave it his all tonight, the back-to-back centuries after you'd made a ton as well. But to clear up in the way you did, hugely, immensely satisfying way to get across the line, surely.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Shaun's played, I thought he played fantastic, all the way through the match. And he's a great, great player, a great ambassador for our game. And Shaun, it's great to see you back, mate. Obviously, I truly believe you're back to where you was, obviously, a few years ago when you was competing in the final. So, brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
I have to say, you are without doubt the most relentless, hard-nosed competitor out there. But even you, over the last 4 years, there must have been times since your last world title that it was hard to keep believing, was it?
Yeah, it was. A few years ago, I had some really, really dark days, and yeah, times were tough. So, obviously, all the family and everyone who's close to me will understand, obviously, what I'm going through. So, this has been a special one, It's been tough.
You both owe Chris Henry a lot. A hell of a lot, actually, after these checks this evening, I've got to say.
Financially a lot. But no,
Brilliant.
I mean, a big thank you to Shaun as well. I mean, obviously, Shaun was the first player for Chris to go on board with, and now he's got, I don't know how many players under his wing. And we've only been together a year, last year at the World Championships was our first time. And coming here, I wasn't too confident last year, and he got me to 1 frame away from the final. And then working with him this year, I've seen the massive difference in myself, especially self-belief. I was a little bit fragile before I got with Chris, and he's worked wonders, and a big thank you to you, mate. Thanks very much.
And finally, Mark, you're back up to world number 2. And with this big check, there's a very good chance that you'll be battling it out with Judd for the number 1 spot. What are the aims going forward now?
When you say battling it with Judd, he's probably still about £3 million in front of everybody else,
This will help.
I've won about 52 tournaments in the last 18 months, but no, I mean, that's my aim, to try and get back to number 1. Obviously, you still have goals in your career. I'm sure Shaun's got massive goals still in his career, so one of them was to try and get back to number 1, so I'm going in the right direction.
You are indeed your champion, ladies and gentlemen, for 2021, Mr. Mark Selby.
Graceful defeat speech from Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Selby win.
I think I think the well, it's quite nice to see Selby's daughter is in the Crucible. So I think this would probably be her first World Championship. Seeing Daddy win.
Well, I think she's older than that, Jamie.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe as a memory. Maybe she was very young last time. I don't know.
17 days. Take a bow, Shaun Murphy.
Right up, Barry Hearns there and Mr. Betfred. Freddie stealing all our money from gambling. But yeah, again, you've got to make your money. And he gets his runners-up medal, which he'll throw in the bin afterwards.
Really?
I don't know. I've noticed some football players always take the medal off, don't they, when they get it?
Anthony says Selby's daughter goes to my school.
Oh, really?
Imagine
private
cleaning up
school?
that confetti off the table afterwards. If you do it with a brush, you'll wreck the carpet on it. The carpet, you don't call it carpet. The fabric.
And he's lifted, and there we have it. He's lifted the World Championship for a 4th time, and he must be used to that by now. Well, there we go then. So that's your trophy presentation and the post-match interviews from both your players of Shaun Murphy and Mark Selby. Any more thoughts after that, Seb?
It's just nice. Nice to see the family picture with the trophy. That's all I can say. Stay safe, Faisal, as well.
What's that?
We love you too, Faisal. He said goodbye, Jamie and Seb. Love you. Stay blessed.
Oh, right.
That's too, Faisal. Nice words there.
Jamin Bat says, yes, Mark made Leicester proud again. Unlucky, Shaun. Razem Afridi saying Selby the Great. And Razem Afridi saying, only Ronnie can beat Selby. Lucky Selby. Says Selby the Great, then says Selby lucky.
Contrasting comments.
Johnson says, lads, on to the snooker seniors, the golden oldie worlds. They will have to scrape Jimmy White's chivaled corpse off the table.
Or Greg drinking.
He could be watching us tonight.
Greg has drunk all his WKDs.
I do hope Greg will not wake up tomorrow blue, as like the Avatar from those Avatar films. I say films like they made more than one, but they didn't.
They might have made more.
Eh?
I don't know. I'm not a film expert. Far from being, I have no idea.
I believe they're making another, but blues are only worth 5 points. So
oh yeah,
might...
of course. Yeah, your WKD is only worth 5.
You want to get a WKD black?
We didn't make the joke. Oh, we
Get out.
Black one. I think if it's black, it's not going to be very good.
Oh wow. Anyway, I think, to be honest, folks, we're probably going to wrap it up there. I mean, overall, Seb, in terms of the tournament, you know, in my eyes, an unpredictable one. You know, Ronnie went out early. Judd Trump went out early. Neil Robertson didn't really show much instinct, as we hoped he may have done a bit better. But, you know, even that Selby-Mark Williams match was very one-sided after the way Williams had started out in the tournament. So, for me, I think it's been quite an unpredictable one. And to see Shaun Murphy up there reach the final from the qualifying sums it up, I feel.
It has been a bit lower quality, though. That's unfortunate. But yeah, a bit unpredictable, and even just...
Especially that Mark Allen Selby match we watched. Oh, my God. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. And the final, actually, I actually liked the final. I thought it was quite interesting, you know. Coming back to Murphy, really digging away. But Selby got over the line, deservedly so in the end. And you can love him or hate him. He has deserved to win this title.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with Seb there. Of course, the gamesmanship, some people will not enjoy this victory for Selby because of some people not happy with how long he took with his shots and all that. But we'll see. I mean, look, if the rules are still there for him on his side for the next World Championship, I'm sure he'll go through that tactic again. But
she's got her shoes on the fabric. Get off that table.
Oh, is that is that his daughter? I remember Ronnie O'Sullivan's son did that once.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. And that table may have to be used for next year's World Championships. Actually, it's probably going to be used for the seniors this week, since it's all happening at the Crucible. And if you're wondering if we are going to do some of the seniors, we'll let you know. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel of Let's Talk Sport, and you'll find out. We'll try and maybe do 1 or 2 matches if we can for this weekend. It starts on Thursday, and then it concludes on Sunday. They're very short matches, though, so they won't be as long as what we have had on these watch-alongs, that's for sure, because we've been streaming on this one for nearly 4 hours now. So, yeah, but really, thanks. Oh, sorry?
From Nabil. Got some nice comments from Nabil saying thanks for the stream, guys. Cecilia saying great experience from us as well. And love you and me as well, saying great stream. Thank you all.
Thank you all. No, we really appreciate it, folks, and if you did enjoy it, do subscribe and like this video and show us your support. If you really want to as well, we do have a donation page in the description, which is you can make the donation via our PayPal account to keep the channel going for future watch-alongs, especially for our snooker watch-alongs, which we've learnt over the last week or so. We've definitely found a lot of you enjoying that and joining us for that. So we'll be certainly be looking into snooker for next season when it comes back. But as I said, maybe we'll do some of the seniors this weekend, but we'll see in terms of availability and our schedule. I think we're going to wrap it up there. So thank you all, folks. Really appreciate it. Can't do it without you. As Shaun Murphy said, we can't do it without the fans, and we certainly, us fans of snooker, me and Seb, and you fans watching us at home, these watch-alongs are nowhere near fun without you lot interacting with us on that live chat page and letting us know your thoughts on everything to do with the snooker, and of course going through what was a nail-biting last frame that we saw right there. So that's what it's all about. Let's Talk Sport, watching it with the fans back at home as well. And if you're wondering what we've got coming up next, tomorrow night we've got Luke doing the PSG versus Man City game at Man City's ground in the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals. Can Man City reach their first ever Champions League final under Pep Guardiola? And of course on Wednesday night, myself and Jack Price should be planning to do the Chelsea Real Madrid second leg at Stamford Bridge. Do stay tuned for that. So Let's Talk Sport, your home of live watch-alongs of football, tennis, snooker, F1, UFC, rugby, you name it. This is the place for your live watch-alongs. Do subscribe. See you soon, folks. Stay safe. And enjoy the rest of your bank holiday Monday, which is probably about an hour and a half left. Don't go too crazy. Work day again tomorrow. Seb, my thank you as always.
You too, Jamie.
And we'll see you all later on, folks. So Mark Selby, a 4-time world champion. Good night.